That ain't my darn theme music.
Well, wouldn't you know it? Wouldn't you know it? Wouldn't you know it? Tides are turning, things are changing, vibes are high. It's been a beautiful ride, beautiful way to roll through this week. It is Friday. Y'all know what that means. Call in show. Hit the link down at the bottom. We are up. The vibes are high. Look, got a couple of like house cleaning things that we got to take we got to touch on, give y'all some insights from just my overall view from the week from fall camp. Easton Royal, Jalen Brewster, what's going on there? Had some news breaking this week about that, bruh. And life be lifing, man. Life be lifing. Real quick, just to get some things out the way, shout out to the chat, to the members in the chat. Shout out to all of y'all right now that are in here. My guy, Steven Young, Alex, D. Bill, y'all are all in the chat right now. To the members, thank y'all so much for being here. Gonna have some fire members only content coming straight for y'all this weekend. And then my guy, P. Lee, is in the building, of course, like it's nothing. So let's talk real quick. Easton Royal, Jalen Brewster. I said earlier in the week I didn't want to talk too much about recruiting because football is actually being played on the field. So we're gonna get this out the way. The recruits are gonna be recruits, man. And when it comes to Eastern Royal, like I've always said, my case has always be that whenever Eastern Royal leaves the University of Austin, whenever he lands in the state of Louisiana, he will put his head on a pillow that rests literally an hour and a half or so away from the campus in Baton Rouge. And when he comes home on a Friday night after going off for 10 catches and 150 some odd yards and several touchdowns and making teams look silly, he can wake up on Saturday morning, hop in a car, and then come to Baton Rouge. Easton has set dates to come to LSU to visit. He set dates to go to Florida to visit. He set a date to go to Texas to visit. He's set another date to come to LSU when LSU plays Texas. That's the difference. Recruiting is recruiting. All this, my guy Peter the Great, yes, recruiting is out the window. Time for real football. Exactly. That's why I'm getting this out the way. My guy Cheddar Goblin reporting in. Thank you for being here, brother. Thank you for tapping in. Recruiting is recruiting. He's literally posing with Florida's uniform on, holding their Heisman on one profile pic. The other profile pic is Texas, and then all the buzz is around LSU. Good, whatever. I still feel the same. I think he ends up flipping, but life be lifing, and I think that this update with him setting these dates to come to these games is big because he's going to sit back and watch what happens for LSU. He's going to see what the offense looks like on the field and if it lives up to the excitement that everybody is expecting it to be. And if that vibe matches up to what the bill of goods says, then he probably will end up flipping. Clemson versus LSU was a game I knew for a fact would not see the light of day and Eastern Royal not be in attendance. It's the most hyped up game right now. Seriously, the most hyped up game right now. So let Let the game be the game. Let the play be the play. Let the recruits do what the recruits do. It just is what it is at this point. I'm not here for it. I'm here for football. That's why we're getting this out the way. Jalen Brewster. Once again, LSU made some real strides in this recruitment. They pushed, pressed. They've done everything that you want. But now the word on the street is that things are starting to cool between themselves and the Brewster camp. Why is that? Well, Cody Campbell probably came with a dump truck of money, allegedly. Another reason I think that things may have cooled off too is that LSU is now really loaded at the defensive line. Like, really loaded in the defensive line. Can you imagine the level of talent that they have with 2 true freshmen proposing to start? What's going on? New Orleans East Side is in the building. All right, I see you, baby. Thank you for tapping in. 2 true freshmen starting, and then you have Lamar Brown, who by the end of the season will be an impact player on the edge for this defensive front. This defensive line unit is set for the next 3 years. Add on top of that the fact that they're going all in on Jalen Brewster. It's him or nothing. And that's the way it should be. If you get him, you get him. If you don't, you don't. It's okay. It won't be the end of the world. Plain and simple. But you cannot say LSU didn't try. LSU didn't put their best foot forward. That LSU did not do what was necessary to close the gap and set themselves up for success. They did it. They did it. They have gone all out for these 2 elite recruits in this class. And if they land with both, great. If they land with neither, great. If they land with either, great. I'm just proud of the fact that this coaching staff in their first season assembled were able to get hats on the tables for these kids. Plain and simple. Because honestly, if you had Brian Kelly, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. You wouldn't. You would be literally shut out. You'd be shut out. So don't take them, whether they stick or flip, don't take it as a knock on LSU. Let the fans be fans. Cool. That's what they're supposed to do. Because if Easton Royal flips from Tech, I can tell y'all now I can no longer troll on Twitter. I can't. I got people watching my account now. So I'm not going to troll on Twitter publicly. But I'm going to troll in my house privately if Easton flips from Texas. I'm sorry, Peter the Great. I love you, bro. Thank you for being in the chat. But I want you to know I'm going to do a little 2-step for my alumni, leaving y'all high and dry and coming and staying home, essentially. But if he don't, hats off to y'all. Hats off to him. Wish you the best of luck. And then I'm moving on by my day. Well, I want all of y'all to understand this. Shout out Pete Pearsley says time to start up the burner account. I want all of y'all to understand this. These are kids, man. Let these kids be kids, man. don't live and die with these recruits. Seriously, don't live and die with them. Like, if they choose the school, cool. If they don't, cool. We are living in the day and age of the transfer portal. Just because they're not here now don't mean that they can't come back at some other point. Like, don't sleep on what the recruiting is. The fact that you're getting hats at the table and on not, a lot of these deals, LSU is closing, that is elite and sets a standard right there. That is what's setting you apart. It's setting you up for a longevity of success. Lane Kiffin said this in a press conference with me there Tuesday. Imagine what it's going to be like when we've been here for a while. This is going to be their worst recruiting class. It's just a fact. And it's a top 10 class. Plain and simple. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. The chat is on fire. We see my guy Partner. What up, C Hall in the chat? C Hall is in the chats. My guy Unk is shouting out C Shoal. You heard me? And he says Royal. Let me get to it here because I hit the wrong key. Tiger Nick is not in the building today. Me and Unk came up with a new name for Nick. He is now associated and will be called and known and recognized only as Tiger Nick. C. Shaw says, Royal going to be a December decision. Let our play speak for itself. Exactly. Steve Young asks, is C. Shaw Cajunomics, the legendary? Is he? And he says, no, used to be my handle until YouTube changed things. I always followed Partner's stream, though. My guy. Partner is the GOAT of baseball stream. And then Seashell says, I think we put more priority on Royal than Brewster. Brewster is his layup. Exactly. That's been my whole thing with Jalen Brewster. I never truly expected Jalen Brewster, but I will say this. You did a lot of work with Jalen Brewster. You really impressed him. And honestly, I think if everything's the same, I think he really wants to come to LSU more than Texas Tech. I think it's a money thing. Like, I've been told that Lamar Brown was offered way more money to go to Texas A&M than what LSU offered. He just wanted to come to LSU. Hometown kid. He loved it that much. And I'm not saying that Texas Tech is pulling on heartstrings. They're putting up the dollar strings. So, shouts out AA repping the 504. And then Peely says, cue up the Nerf ads. Yes. What up, Robbie? Thank you for being in the chat, man. Thank you for being here so much. Elite baseball knower Robbie Plaisance is in the building. Stevie Young says Lane Horton D-line like Jay Horton pitchers. Randy bigging up Peely, D-Bill, and Junior and Alex. Alex tapping in saying hello to David, and Peter the Great laughing at me saying I'm a two-step in my house privately. Partner, what up, Unk? And then Unk says AP Robbie's epic baseball knower, particularly for the summer baseball GOAT. Yes. What up, Tiger Mark? Thank you for being here, man. I hope you and your family are doing okay after that earth-shattering news that you shared with us at the end of the stream last night. Definitely had you on my mind today, brother. I hope you and your family are okay, man. Unk is definitely excited to see Tiger Mark. Sheeshaw says, Balls, I live in Hill County, Texas, and I just found out I got a partner 2 houses down from me from Lafayette. We about to cause a racket in the neighborhood. That's what I'm talking about. Shake the neighborhood up, Shoal. Shake it up. Let them know what's going on. Let them know, man. Stevie Young says, I don't have to live and die with football recruits when I know what's about to happen in baseball. Exactly. BT tapping in on that fire Wi-Fi on a plane. 2 worst places to get Wi-Fi. An airplane and a cruise ship. Absolutely garbage. Absolutely. Brian Turner says, I believe we'll lose Hudson and gain Royal and Brewster. We're not losing them. I can tell you that right now. So actually, you really think we lose Hudson? No. The Hudson stuff was not referring to football. All right. That quote, this is why I hate when things like this happen. That quote was taken out of context. He was doing an interview with a Nebraska reporter, and they were asking him about basketball questions. Hudson is on an AAU circuit right now. When he was asked about basketball and the recruiting in basketball, that's where that line came from. The response was, hey, the program that you think would be showing me attention is not. The program that you think would not be showing me attention really is. Basically it. He went on to say, I'm going to be at LSU a lot. I'll try to get to Nebraska when I can. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. We locked in, baby. We good. Steve Young says Hudson was only referring to the men's basketball staff. Exactly. And what up, my guy? My brother from another mother, my fellow TAT family. My guy Ant is in the chat. Thank you for being here, man. David says, Alex, my lady, my girl, my Alex. Yes, our sister's in the chat. Kendrick, what's up, man? Thank you for tapping in. Unc is in here. There he is, the secret ingredient himself. Ant, yes, he is. Welcome, BT. The chat just got better, my man. Have a safe flight back. Absolutely, BT. Definitely have a safe flight back, man. Peter the Great, whoever wins that LSU Texas game gets royal. That's basically what it's coming down to at this point, right? Like whoever walks out of Tiger Stadium with that W probably walks out with his commitment. He probably gonna go to the sideline and let them know. Shaw says, "Ball, you don't need Wi-Fi on a cruise ship when you got that unlimited soft serve ice cream." But Shaw, you better preach, Shaw. You better preach. That soft serve ice cream at 1 o'clock in the morning when you drunk stumbling back from the from the slots. Elite. It's elite. Game change. I never get mad when I see the soft serve machine messy. I don't. I just take it on chin like who can't mess this up? Like you got to go crazy. You got to go crazy. And then mid cruise they switch it from chocolate and vanilla, and you got one that's chocolate and strawberry. And then if you're feeling real freaky, you go get you a little vanilla at the bottom, put your little chocolate strawberry swirl in the middle, and then put you a little bit more vanilla. That's only me. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I got into it. You know, if you know, you know. You know, you know. You know, you know. Steve Young says Wade is trying to build this year's team. Exactly. That's what's going on. That's what's going down. My beautiful wife tapped in from the Facebook chat. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. I love you. Love you, babe. My wife is out getting her toes done right now, y'all. And her nail tech is our daughter. Shout out to my baby girl and her nails. I wish I knew the name of her nails. I would shout it out right now. So yeah, I don't know. It's Muff. Just drop the name of her nails that she used on Instagram, babe, so I can promote it for her. As Ann says, what's up, Unc? Shaw says hits different, Mike. It does, man. It does. P. Lee, if you haven't been on a cruise, you don't know what I'm talking about. He talking about some chill. It's just ice cream. No, it's not. It ain't no just ice cream, nothing. It's unlimited soft serve ice cream, brother. And they got cones on deck. It never runs out. Whoever fixed the ice cream machines on the cruise ship need to be hired by McDonald's because those ice cream machines never break. Never break. They never ever break. And I'm not even gonna lie to y'all too. The best burger I've ever had, hands down, in my life, is the Guy Fieri burger on the Carnival cruise ship. I'm not even playing no games. I'm not that big of a red meat eater. I like a nice steak and I like a nice burger. Mostly I'm eating chicken and shrimp, chicken and fish and shrimp and seafood. I love chicken, shrimp, seafood. I love it. Fish, I love it. That Guy Fieri burger is worth fighting for. And guess what? It's free like the soft serve ice cream. It's free. Y'all got me turned up, man. I'm sorry. For all y'all who have not been on a cruise, best money spent. It's not expensive. You can get a nice cruise for $600. All the money on there. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. You can get you a nice cruise for $600. Plain and simple. All inclusive. All the food on there. The drinks are reasonable. It's fire. I'm telling y'all right now. See, that's that tangent part of the show right there. And P. Lee, it wasn't even you. You're not doing your job tonight. You're not doing your job. You're not doing your job. P. Lee says, "Nah, AP Wilder. I'm not. You unless you know, you know." Shout out to my guy Shaw. He know game. He know ball. He know ball. Shaw know ball. Y'all better tap in with my dog. Y'all better tap in. Jay Addison says, "I've never been on a cruise." Go on a cruise. Go on a cruise. Not gonna lie, I love a good cruise. I love a good cruise. You get on the boat, you get especially the rooms with the balcony. I can sit on the balcony. I'm on the water. It's peaceful. They got a nice breeze. I don't have to worry about my phone. I don't have to worry about nobody needing nothing. I can't go nowhere. I don't nobody need no ride. I can't drive. I don't have to go to no stove. I don't have to worry about buying no gas. I get up. I go eat when I want. I go spend money when I want. Buy what I want. I can buy cheap liquor. I can buy nice jewelry. I can go hang out with my wife. Yeah, it's up. And if you get a little bit too sauced, you just got to make sure what room you in. That's it. That's it. And I don't even drink like that no more. I'm just saying, a cruise is fun. I love it. I love a cruise. I love a good cruise. I love a good cruise. Hey, the link is pinned in the comment in the chat. It's open whenever y'all ready to start jumping in. Let's get this thing popping. This is y'all show. It's Friday night. We're at the end of the week. Call-in show. Let's tap in. Let's have some fun tonight. Let's run it up. Tigers back on the practice field. Fall camp is rolling. You know what I'm saying? And I've been out to every practice thus far that we've had access to. Praise God for the media access and media credentials. Also, breaking news, because of y'all, because of the support, shout out to my girl Tina. Shout out to Ross Jackson, for all the people, Preston Guy, for all the people who have supported me on this journey, who helped me out. Was able to get approved credentials for a couple games. So our Jay Addison Carnival sponsorship coming. I'm gonna work on it. Big dreams right there. Big dreams like that. Big dreams right there for sure. So our post game shows are gonna be from Baton Rouge. Me and my wife have talked about it already. I know which games I have to cover, and I do have to cover them for the site that I write for because I'm a staff writer for In the Valley Shook. So I have to go. Cool. That's my job. I'm gonna go do my job. But then I'm coming back to the hotel room. We setting up and we getting this thing popping with y'all because this is what this is about. Only 3 games, and it's only A&M, McNeese, and Mississippi State. Not the biggest game, and I'm grateful for that because I don't have to worry about cutting up and acting like a fan. The one thing about the press box that you have to remember is that you cannot be a fan when you're in there. Do y'all see how excited I get behind ice cream? Do y'all see how excited I get behind ice cream? Imagine me 3rd and 7. They hand the ball off to Dylan Jones on a draw. He shake one man, puts his shoulder over another, and he gains 10 yards at the first down. I'm going to jump up and say, "God damn it, right." I can't control it. It's just a natural reflex. It's a natural reflex. Against Alabama, against Texas, against Ole Miss, against Clemson, I'm going to be too hyped. So I need these games to be low-key. I expect to beat Texas A&M. So I don't overreact in those games. McNeese, that's practice. I expect to beat them. Mississippi State, that's practice. We expect to dog walk them. Yeah, so I can work through those emotions. See, exactly. I can see Jay, you get it. Like I can work through those for sure. But we're gonna be live. I'm gonna get the press clips to y'all because I'm gonna cover the press conference following the game. Try to get some fire questions in there for Lane, and then we're gonna come back and do this post game show right after, breaking down what we saw and what we heard from the coach. Fire, man! It's a blessing, man. I cannot wait. Unc says we like our ice cream round chip, Healy. Exactly. Don't come But ice cream, Peely. Don't come. My wife is a big ice cream fan. My baby said she had a rough day today. You know what I did? I went and got her some cookies and cream ice cream. Don't come for the ice cream, Peely. We ain't having that. We standing 10 toes down on ice cream. My guy Aunt says McDonald's is just too lazy to clean them. Ain't nothing wrong with them bitches. Big facts. Big facts. My guy Babin jumped in. Thank you for being here. What's going on, Babin? How are you feeling tonight, man? How are you feeling, man? My dog Babin is in the chat. Once again, Stephen Young is getting his devices set up. I need y'all to jumping in the call in, man. Let's have some fun with this, man. Unc says my dog Jazz is welcome. Let me live. I'm driving right now. Okay. Are you going to Popeyes, P. Where you headed to? Where you headed to? Shout out Carla Cat. Carla Cat says, good evening. Great job today on Buddy's show. You will be invited back. Thank you, Carl, for being here, man. $4.99 super chat from J Ads coming in smoking hot. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat, man. That's going towards the ice cream fund. That's what that's going towards. P. Lee, since you want hate. Since you want hate, P. Lee. That's you since you want hate. But yeah, Carl heard me on Buddy Sanjay's show earlier today. Had a bunch of fun. Got to meet Buddy out at practice this week. An amazing guy. Look, you want to talk about a person, a national treasure that needs to be protected at all costs? There's Buddy Sanjay. Legend, speaks his mind. He's authentically himself. He's absolutely hilarious and an elite ball knower. Like Buddy Sanjay is one of the GOATs, the standards in Louisiana when it comes to sports and LSU. Seriously. I am so happy that I was able to come on his show and then, not bring the show down. So thank you so much. And I can't wait till the next time that Buddy invites me back. Whenever he needs me, I'm going to be there for Buddy. Unc says APC Shaw is like that for real. Absolutely. And no, Peter the Great, not the Texas game, man. I need to be in my element. Like Clemson, I need to be at home. Texas, I need to be at home. Ole Miss, I need to be in Louisiana, far away from Mississippi, far away from the state of Mississippi. So I need to be at home. Yeah, I don't need in Texas. I need to be at home. I don't need to be at the Texas game. Now I might end up still being at the Texas game for the Burt Jones reveal, along with my partner, my running mate, my co-host for the Believe in LSU podcast, Charles Alexander the Great. Might, but I really might just be at home, brothers. Because Peter, come on, Peter the Great, you know what it's hitting for. You know how bad you want that game. You know how bad I want that game. You know that. Unc says, how about Carla Cat being recognized as a legend on your good friend, the Bud Man show? I agree. AP crushed that. Thank y'all so much for listening, man. And says, BTBA Bear incoming soon. I don't know what that means. I haven't learned that acronym yet. I'm old. I'm sorry. Matt says, I've mastered the under the table fist bump. I have to get to that level because my under the table like rocks the table. It's like, yeah, like y'all see the camera. That's my under the table fist bump. Tiger Mark says, yeah, in that press box, it's straight business and everybody's in there, be locked in and focused, but you can do it. Yeah, absolutely. P. Lee says, AP getting booted when Deuce sacks Marcel Reed in the first quarter. Bruh, like, seriously, that happens, I'm a flip. Like, no, when Big Rich does it. Because I've naturally cheered for Richard Anderson literally for the last 3 years of his life. Like, I don't know what other way to do Big Rich except for let's go Rich. It's just my natural cheer for Big Rich. It's baked into me right now. It's the fabric of my essence for that young man. So I'm gonna have to bite my lip and walk out and go to the bathroom. I'm gonna have to bite my lip and walk out and go to the bathroom. Seriously. Jay Addison says it's not like it's normal for A&M to beat us at LSU. They've won once since they've joined. Exactly. That's my point. I expect us to do that. Shout out to my wife. Who do you think will win between the Saints and the Steelers? Starting shit early, LOL. Not the best man. So that's what you want to do? That's what you're choosing to do on this great night? That's what you're choosing to do? That's what you want to do. Okay. I'm moving on. Tiger Mark says, and they will have nice food to eat for you guys in the press box. I heard. I can't wait. Either Whataburger or Panda Express. I'll take whatever. I'll take a dome dog, a tiger dog. I'll take that. Babin says, might jump in when I finish driving home about 20. We'll be up, man. We'll be up. The link is open. I thought so, and from the boot representing the state of Louisiana outside of the state. My girl Alex is in Texas holding it down. And Jay, are you in Bama, Jay Ads? That's what. Let's go. Let's go. Belt to bare ass is BTBA. I like that. Alex says, get your LSU gear or SEC 316 gear using the discount code. Seriously, go support SEC 316 using code timeout for my girl Alex. Go support it. Proud brand ambassador. If there had to be a giant brawl of Ole Miss fans versus LSU fans, I'm taking. It don't even have to be a giant brawl. It could be a giant bowl of Ole Miss fans versus a select few of LSU fans. I'm taking Ole Miss. Jamie, what's going on? Hi, Anthony and Winston-Salem from the 318. Let's go. And Jamie, newest member of the channel. Let's hit it. Let's go, Jamie. Welcome to the Timeouts and Tangents family. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you so much for hitting that membership. You got some fire membership content to already catch up on. Let me give you a little tease on what you missed out on the last 2 weeks. Last week, we talked about the defense and how great it is. Go see that. And then the week before that, we talked about why Sam Levitt is a better fit for Lane Kiffin than Trinidad Chambliss. You don't want to miss that. Seriously, you don't want to miss that. Unc says, call in Junior. The show is always better when you're on it, when all of y'all are on it. That's what makes this show better. My guy D Will, another member in the chat. What's going on, man? Hope you are feeling better, getting your rest, man. Seriously. And then go my wife laughing out loud again. Let me tell y'all something. My wife is a diehard Steelers fan. All right. House divided. And I'm going to tell y'all how much my wife loves her family and her children. I gave my wife an option. All right, babe, you want to have a big vacation. What do you want to do? We could go to Paris. We could go to Paris, just me and you. Or we could go on a cruise. Me, you, and the kids. If we go to Paris, the Saints are playing. I don't know who they're playing yet, but the Saints are playing. Which one do you want to do? My wife, being the benevolent mother and wife that she is, she told me, I want to go on the cruise with the kids. So, ice cream, we up. We up. Carl says, go get ice cream when you go to the press box. Oh, trust me, I will. Unc says that, Carl, you could bet the house on our man AP hitting the ice cream machine early and often. What up? Hey, T Black. I'm about to block you. No, T Black. T Black gonna talk about some damn stand-up Steeler Nation. No, you and my wife not about to be on. I'm not about to hit this when I'm at football practice and at home. Oh man, no, man. And says, so we talking about Kim Mulkey yesterday. Did you see they scheduled UConn? First of all, I'm proud that Mulkey finally stepped out and scheduled someone tough, right? Like, thank you for learning that lesson so you can head into the SEC. I do like the Ravens. Like, the Ravens are my team in the AFC. Seriously, I do like the Ravens. I do. I love the Ravens. I love the Ravens. I'm about to kick all y'all out this chat. All these Steeler fans just creeping in here. All right, I got y'all. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. We got love. It's still a shade of gold and black. All right. I don't hate y'all. I just give my wife a hard time. That's all. D will rest. I just flew into Virginia to visit my stepson. I'm tired. I get it, man. And holding it down for the Bengals. I see that, man. Stephen Young is in here. First one to join in and hit the link. Stephen, what's going on, my man? How are you feeling tonight?
AP, my guy, man. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good, brother. I'm on this high, being at practice. Now I'm here with y'all. We at the end of the week. It's Friday. My wife is interacting in the chat. We got a new member to the TAT family.
There you go,
man.
So wait, we're down to 7, right?
Right. We need 7 more before the end of the month. 7 more before to hit that goal. 7 more. Don't let us get hot now. Don't let us get hot now.
I was going to go a different direction, but since this conversation, from what I heard you say, you're going to which games?
Texas A&M, McNeese, and Mississippi State.
Okay, so McNeese and Mississippi. McNeese and State, I get. I'm telling you. So you think you're going to hold your composure with A&M? Okay.
I'm talking mess. I'm not.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna do a baseball thing, right?
What you got?
Do you remember when Ronnie Rance was up in the press box and
Yeah.
somebody hit a homer? I don't know what game it was. It was in 23, and he had to hold his mouth and run out of the
Yes.
press
Yes. Yes.
box.
Yes. Yes. That's gonna be
That's
me.
gonna that's gonna be you
Going
at
to
A&M.
100% me. Like I wish I could have like a camera on me. Like I'm gonna be the content. People are gonna get a kick out of me in the press box. Because the moment something happens, I'm gonna push my chair back and I'm gonna hold my face. I'm going, and they're gonna be like, "Damn, AP can't hold, can't hold it together."
Oh, Rance had to run out in the back outside the door to cuss. It was so funny.
I'm
And the
telling
funny
you, I
thing,
got
it wouldn't have been as funny if the TV hadn't panned up to the press box.
right. Man, I can't.
Uh,
I can't, man. I can't. Shout out and says who that first in the Bengals. Absolutely, I respect that. So I had to acknowledge that. But yeah, man, like that. That's absolutely true. Like it's gonna. I know me, right? To know thine own self, right? Like
right.
I know me. I know me. So I was asked like, what games do you want to go to? And I was like, well, you know, if I go to, I don't want, I want to do my post game show, so I don't want to miss out Clemson. So I'm gonna stay home for that. I was like, Bama, I can make like I watched the Bama game from a different lens. Well, I'm a fan, but it's like okay, I'm really intense and I'm locked in, like trying to see what's going on. So I was like, I can go to that game. Texas was going to be fun because it's the first time that they're coming to Death Valley, so I just kind of wanted to be a part of that moment.
By the way,
But I also,
first time in Death Valley since
oh God,
I believe that
the
Hanny and them had it today.
yeah,
Was it
1940,
1960,
yeah, 1950, 40, something like it's like
54 or
60
something?
years. It's like
Yeah, it's
60
crazy.
years. Like 60 years. So, I wanted to be shout out to Chance Babin in the chat says since 1953. Yeah, it's like I'm about to look it up right now. LSU at
How many times we've been to Austin since then?
twice, I think. Because I
At
know we went in
least.
19. We went in 19. Let's see. No. That was the last time we played them was in 19. Yeah, since 1953.
Wow.
1953. So yeah, it's Babin. Now, Chance, that was a hell of a guess. You got it right, brother. 1953. Like they're starting up a trivia league on Twitter with All Things Go. You might want to tap in on that one, brother. Babin says we got ass kicked in the Cotton Bowl in 2000. Roy Williams. Roy Williams. That was a Roy Williams game. Yes. And says I just pray to God LSU dog walks A&M so bad they put the second string in. Yes, I do too. Seriously. So what's going on, Stephen? What's going on? How's your
So
week been, bro?
yeah, it's been good. I appreciate you checking on me earlier, by the way. That means a lot. It's doing good. Where I originally was going to go with this, but I had to follow up on that, thing about Texas A&M.
Right.
Where I was originally going was, and I know it's been discussed, but I'm not sure if it's been really broken down this way. Blake Baker's defense was 27th last year.
Yes.
That's with no edge rush. No, it's with Mansour Delane, and you didn't really replace Mansour Delane, but you got Ty Benefield in the safety room. I call
Stephen,
that a wash.
did you listen to me on Buddy Saunders'
I,
show earlier?
I actually kind of missed that one.
So I promise you, I literally talked about the exact same points. Like Buddy posed a question to me, like, what's this defense going to be with Prince Will Yellen and Jordan Ross? And I said, to coming into the show, I said the additions that LSU has made has already made this team better. And by additions, I don't just mean the players, but the coaching as well. adding a Chris Kiffin to free up a Blake Baker, bringing in a Coach O to help groom these young interior defensive linemen, adding Sterling Lucas to coach your edges, and moving Kevin Peoples into yes, I did yesterday. As I did say, Buddy D. I love Buddy D, man. I miss him too. That's why I always had that 40 and slip. Um, Adding a Kevin Peoples inside to the defensive line elevates the defensive line as well. But your leading sack getter last year was 4 from the linebacker position. You know the last time LSU had a defensive end to get over 10 sacks?
Ojolari?
Nope. Nope.
It
Arden Key.
wasn't Barkevius Mingo, was it?
Arden Key.
Arden Key. Okay.
2016.
Hmm.
It's been that long.
Yeah.
It's been that long. So,
And on another note, adding Daughtery to Weeks.
That's what I was about to say. So
both of those dudes were the green dot on their team.
Exactly.
That's the captain. That's the play caller.
When I tell you, they look good.
And when they're saying, like, could we have a third green dot with Benefield? Because I mean, he can call the plays before it starts.
So I said this too. So think about this: you add Prince Will and you add Jordan Ross. You add TJ.
What do we get in Jordan Ross? What do we get in Jordan Ross? Because that's the one that I don't know much about.
You get somebody that had a lot of opportunity, but got hurt last year, so his season got cut. But he's uber athletic. Not only can he rush off the edge, but he can drop back in coverage. It gives you the opportunity to disguise your defense and run it from multiple different angles. You can send anybody from any level and just only be rushing forward. He is a true weapon. And generating that pass rush from every level of the defense with just 4 players, as well as getting interior pass rush, frees up a guy like Prince Will Yellen to just be singled up. And if they do have to double team it, it has to be chips from off the edge with a tight end or a running back, which means you're slowing up somebody from getting out into their route, which only helps the pass rush accelerate. And then you got elite coverage on the back end, which is slowing down the timing again. So everything is lining up.
You know what one word sums that up?
What's that?
Chaos.
I love it. That's exactly how I describe the defense, because that's what they want to. That's what they want to cause. That's what they want.
I mean, that's what it is. When you have them guessing,
mm-hmm.
you know, and they have no way to know corner blitz, safety blitz, linebacker blitz, freaking, you know, right up the middle, A gap. That's chaos.
Absolutely. It's absolute chaos. And it's chaos in the best way possible. And going back, you know, circling back to, you know, your point of Ty Benefield, he's a cherry on top. AJ Halsey saved this defense a lot last year. And I don't think he got enough flowers for what he did. He was a baller.
Oh, he was 100%.
I mean, refreshing to play at safety.
I mean, Grant Delpit.
You wait, hold on. Let me cook. You have a safety in Ty Benefield that has the aggressiveness and physicality of Eric Reed and the coverage ability of a Grant Delpit. Imagine putting those two together.
Yeah, I mean that just accentuates the point I was going to make.
And I'm telling you,
I don't care. My point was I don't care for the first. I mean, I care, but it's not going to, you know, it's not going to be really a bad, terrible thing if for the first 3 or 4 games the offense gets their legs up under them.
Right. And that's another thing I said too on Buddy's show earlier was I'm not mad if the offense is running behind, like if it's taking a minute to get its feet up under it, because this defense can carry this team. This defense is going to be scary good.
And by the end of the season,
you're talking about an elite defense. You had a top 30 defense in the country last year that didn't have an offense to complement them.
And didn't have a pass rush.
At all. You had holes. you didn't have it. Not only did you not have a pass rush, your interior defensive line was pretty mid.
Well, except for Bernard Gooden. I want to ask you this. Is the book completely closed on Bernard Gooden coming back?
Yes.
Did he sign a contract?
Even if he did, there's no place for him to play right now. And I don't think LSU is even pursuing it. They don't need to. They don't need
Okay.
to.
I mean, he was good when he was healthy. I mean, he got hurt, but he was good.
He was solid. I don't think he's better than anything you have right now.
Not better. It's a combination of good and experience, right? It always is.
Right. But if I want to undersized D lineman with upside, I'm playing and shout out to Chance. Chance Babbitt says he did sign a contract. Yes.
Okay, well, I didn't know that.
But if I want to undersized D lineman, I'm playing Deuce Gerald.
I'm talking about one with experience. Are you going with
talent? Deuce Gerald is that special. Experience be damned. I'm telling you right now, that kid is that good.
Wait, okay, so let me do an equation here. Will Campbell went up against Jared Verse as a freshman, and he got his ass handed to him. He said he got baptized. That's what he said.
Yeah, and he did. We all watched it to see it.
So is the same thing with Deuce Gerald, or is Deuce Gerald on a different level as a freshman than Will Campbell?
Deuce Gerald is on a different level as a freshman.
Than Will Campbell?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I like it.
This kid does not get bullied. He does not get bullied. And it's not just the physical capabilities. He plays the position at such a high level of technical skill that you shouldn't see from an 18-year-old kid.
Who coached him in high school?
I don't know.
That would be. I would like to know that because they don't teach that in high school.
But his dad was also a high level playing defensive lineman too.
Okay, so
his dad played ball at Ole Miss. His dad's from New Orleans, so that's why he ended up back at LSU.
Okay.
Now, I believe his dad was coached by Ed Ogeron when Ed Ogeron was the head coach.
Oh well, never mind.
So you think like
never mind.
And then also the kid is sacrificing. He's the one that's out late at night hitting the sleds. He's the one that's first up in the morning and hitting the bags and doing extra conditioning. He is special. Buddy asked me who I thought his comp was. And if you go back, if you haven't, please, if you haven't.
I haven't seen it. Not sure. I haven't seen you talk to Buddy.
No. If you, what I was about to say, if you haven't seen Aaron Donalds play defensive tackle in high school and at Pitt.
No, I didn't. I saw him at Pitt.
This is what Deuce Gerald reminds me of. Yeah, I said New Orleans. Thank y'all for correcting me. It's Scotlandville. Thank y'all so much.
So North Baton Rouge.
Yes. So Deuce Gerald reminds me of Aaron Donald. Like build, speed, athleticism, the technique that he plays with, the leverage, his pad level is ridiculous.
All right, I was already high on this guy. Okay,
and so think about this: the one position there are three guys on this defensive line that have not rotated since the end of spring: Prince Will Mamiellan, Jordan Ross, and Deuce Gerald. That should tell you. Yes.
Malik. Why do I not know that?
Malik Blockton has been rotating in as the other tackle. Big Rich has been rotating in as the other tackle. And Stephilian Green has been rotating in as the other tackle. They playing alongside him. He's running out first.
So Lane just made him the centerpiece.
I don't say made. He earned it. He went.
Well, yeah. I know, but I'm saying is Lane recognized it.
Yeah, like it's undeniable. Exactly. Thank you, Chance. Gerald is the all-time sack leader in the state of Georgia at 6A ball.
Wow.
The kid is special, man. He should have been a 5-star. Y'all have heard me decry for Pop to get his 5th star. Deuce Gerald should have been a 5-star. And he was also playing running back 2 in high school. He is an athletic freak. He lined up all over the defensive line as an edge rusher, the interior, came down as a linebacker one time before. Like, freak, athletic football freak. This kid is different. It's different. And then
Well, what I was going to go, let's go bigger picture here with this defense, right?
Mhm.
Going back to bigger picture and what I was saying, and apparently you were saying also that I didn't know about. How comforting is that for someone like Sam Levitt?
Exactly.
How
Exactly.
much pressure does that ease from Sam Levitt?
I don't think even outside of the defense, I just think that Sam Levin having a better offensive coach, a better
Oh,
offensive play caller,
I'm talking about all
and
that
then
included.
and then right. So that's what I'm saying. Like we're going bigger picture. Let's include it all,
But
right?
right,
Like
but what I'm saying is Nussmeier, you know, he couldn't do anything. I mean, he was injured, he had whatever, you know, but Levitt can hand the ball off. He doesn't
think
have to.
think about even worse than that. What Jaden Daniels had to deal with.
Well, Jaden Daniels is a stratosphere apart. I mean,
Right, but no, what I'm saying though is like he didn't have a defense at all, and he had to put up 600 yards against Florida to
and
win
still
that
did.
game. Right, and it was able to do it.
Right.
Sam Levin doesn't have to do that, but the thing is that Sam Levin has the capability to be close to that. Like that's what sets it apart. And then you put the weapons around him that he has, and it's just going to be special.
Well, and just combine that with the fact that all three, and I don't know, I say all three phases of the game. I don't know what the kicking team looks like or any of that or special teams. But I know that when you have a more balanced team, Blake Baker's defense was 27th last year with one of the worst offenses in the country. What would it be with a half decent offense? Same as
Remember what I
Jaden
said? They
Daniels.
finally got
What would it be with a half decent defense?
they finally have an offense to complement them. And then not only that, you touched on it. It's one thing that we don't talk about enough. We know the special teams is already better than what it's going to be than what it was last year. Yes, I did, Chance. I did see that. I shared that on Twitter. If y'all don't know, Colton Nussmeier will be playing his high school football at Archbishop Rummel in New Orleans with two of the best running backs in the city. And brother, I
Hello,
cannot wait.
Rummel.
Week one is going to be Colton Nussmeier, son of Doug Nussmeier, versus U High and Knox Kiffin, son of Lane Kiffin. That's going to be must-see TV. Welcome to Louisiana high school football, baby.
Can
And
we
says
get a
Stephen
TV
Young,
contract for that?
right? Stephen Young, it puts him and Lane both at ease. By having a good defense, you can afford to take more chances on offense. I think it's very likely LSU can have a top 10 defense and a top 5 offense. Yes, I agree. Completely agree.
Watch out, college football. I'll let somebody else talk.
Yep. My guys, Peter the Great is up next, man. Thank you, Stephen, for jumping in, brother. Always love having you on, man. Thank you for stepping in.
Yes, sir.
Peter, what's happening, bro? What's going on? Our resident Longhorn fan is in the building. What's going on with the burnt orange this week, man?
Well, first of all, just say, man, salute to the chat, man. Salute to you, man. You're doing your thing. YouTube stuff like that, man.
I appreciate it, bro. Thank you, man.
And it's the time of the year, man. Everybody finna go 10-2. Everybody's saying they're finna go 10-2, 8-4 now. It's football season. Everybody's saying they got the best defense, best offense, they got the best coach, et cetera. So, hey, some football season's around, man. Everybody starts saying they got the best team, they going 10-2. So,
Right. I got a question for you, man. I got a legit question for you about a team that neither of us support. Have you looked at Ole Miss's schedule?
Oh man, not really, man. I haven't checked it out. I heard it's not really that it's not that good.
Let me share it with you and let me just fresh off the cuff. Tell me what you think Ole Miss is gonna end up being. All right. They open up with Louisville in Nashville, neutral site game.
That's a win.
They come back home and play Charlotte.
That's a win.
LSU at home.
50-50.
Then you have to go and travel after that emotional high game and play an up and coming Florida team in Gainesville.
I'll say win.
Exactly.
I'll say
But
win.
still, it's quite. It's head scratching. It's stressful.
It's up
Then
there.
you back on the road against Vanderbilt.
That's a win.
Then you got Missouri.
I say win. It's a win.
Now this what things get front. You got Texas at Austin.
That's a loss, man.
Then you got Auburn following Texas.
Oh, is it Auburn?
No, it's in Mississippi, but it's an early game too.
Okay. I mean, I'll give it to Ole Miss because it's a home game. I'll give it to Ole Miss. It's a
All
home
right.
game, so
Then you got Georgia.
I think that's a loss. Oh, wait. It's at Georgia or is it at Ole Miss?
It's at Ole Miss.
I still say it's a loss. Yeah, it's a loss. It's a loss.
And then you got to travel to Oklahoma.
Man,
Brother,
that's a
that's a slate. That's a slate.
I mean, it's I don't know. I mean, it's some tough games in there for sure, but I'm not going to. I don't know. I can really only see really like three tough games: the Texas game, the LSU game, of course, and then the Georgia game.
All
Maybe the
fandom
Oklahoma game.
aside-
Maybe.
All fandom aside, they losing to LSU.
I'm not gonna pick that game to week
I'm
3.
I'm pushing my fan to the side right now. They losing to LSU. Pete Golding's defense gave up 38 and 43 to Georgia. What is Lane Kiffin gonna do to the defense he's seen every day for the last 3 years?
That look nothing.
He could roll out there with the Carr's offense and put up points on that defense.
Now I think about that game is like I want to see how the teams look week 1. I want to see how Ole Miss looks versus Louisville. I want to see how LSU looks versus Clemson, etc. Because think about that game, it's like, because hindsight, is still a rivalry game. We don't know what's going to happen. Anything happened in that game, and on top of it, it will be at Ole Miss. So it's like it's kind of a head scratcher for me. I would bet on that game.
And I'm
Yeah, I
telling
would bet on
you,
that. I would bet
they
on
lose to LSU, they're gonna lose to Florida too.
You think so?
Yes.
With a first-year head coach?
Yes, because they're gonna be 2 down. They're gonna Pete Golding's a first-year head coach. How is he gonna handle that loss?
I forgot about that.
How is he gonna handle that loss?
Wait, it's at Florida, right?
Yeah, it's in Gainesville.
Yeah, it's a trap game, man.
Exactly. So now you're talking about 2-2 going into Vanderbilt. You got to have it. Missouri can pop you. Eli Drinkwitz can outcoach Pete Golding. Texas gonna pop you. That's 3 losses. Auburn can catch you slipping if you're coming back off a hard-fought Texas game, and I don't even want to call that game as being hard-fought because I think Texas can blow them out. Georgia gonna dog walk them, and then Oklahoma has the best defensive front in the country, and Ole Miss O-line is terrible.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a schedule, man.
I'm just calling how I see it.
I feel like their ceiling is definitely, I think, like around like 10-2ish, 9-3ish. I think the floor is probably like
7-5, 8-4.
Yeah, 7-5, 8-4. Hindsight, they probably lose all of their big games, and they just win all the winnable games.
Right, they win the games that they're supposed to win, and they don't catch nobody by surprise.
Right,
yeah. Like
I can't really feel because the thing about Ole Miss, I can't really I can't gauge them right now because I don't know what they look like under Pete Golding. I gotta see how they. I mean, hell, it's a chance they might mess around and drop that game to Louisville. I mean, you never know.
Exactly.
So
we know what they look like under Pete Golding. Go watch the Georgia game. Go watch the Miami game. It's sloppy. It's messy. It's mistimed calls. Not good flow. You know what it looks like. It was just covered up because they had a hell of a lot more talent. And they had Charlie Weiss Jr. calling plays. They don't have that. Either one of them.
Oh, they're both gone?
Charlie Weiss Jr. is gone, brother.
Oh, also informed. Oh, man. I didn't even know that.
Charlie Weiss Jr. is the offensive coordinator at LSU. Lane Kiffin took everybody but the offensive line coach from that offensive staff. Everybody. So yeah, what's the word around Texas though, man? How's everybody feeling around the Longhorns during fall camp since they just kicked off?
Well, I don't want to fan out right now. But
Yeah,
it's
fan out.
neutral.
That's what we're here for.
It's neutral. But I feel like I haven't felt good about it this sex, man. How I was gonna say, I'm trying. How can I say this? Like, I think this is the most confident I felt about a Texas team ever since we went to Bama and beat Saban.
Mm.
I really don't see any flaws with. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Maybe death probably is going to be an issue possibly later on in the season. But who is
Who's not right?
who's not?
Who has depth? Right? Who
But if
has
we're
depth?
talking about from like on paper, I'm talking about like pound for pound, every position on our roster can definitely be top 10 or top 5. Quarterback obviously. Running back got. You have 2 All-American running backs from each conference. Wide receiver, we got Wingo, Cam Coleman. You have a very very sneaky receiver in MMOs who's very underrated. He is definitely kind of like that garbage time type of to get the first down type of receiver. I think the only really real flaw I see with this team is probably the cornerbacks because they're not like as experienced as I would like. But thing about it is I trust Will Muschamp in that defense. I trust them.
Yeah. Will Muschamp. I talked about this before. Will
I trust
Muschamp
them,
is
man.
the best defensive coordinator in college football history. And
Personally, I feel like this team has the potential to just win it all. Well, I feel like it's natty or bust in my opinion, but but I could change. But
if Steve Sarkisian does not win a national championship this year, you think it's time to move on?
I'm not gonna say no, I'm not gonna say that. I'm just gonna say that. I think he should hit it ceiling. And then it just is. It just is what it is. If he can't win with it, because like I said, I think this is the best team since 2023, and that team, went on to win the Big 12 championship. We go to the 14 playoff for the first time in school history. I feel like this has to be the year where you have finally break through, kind of like Dan Lanning, right? This is the year you have to break through, or people are gonna start looking at you like the next, big game James Franklin.
Yep.
I look at you kind of crazy. So I feel like if this is gonna be the year to do it, it's got to be now because next year, next year, you're losing Archman and you're losing, like a lot of key guys next year. You're gonna be possibly a young team next year. So if it's a year to break through, it has to be this year. There's no excuse.
Absolutely. Steve Young asked a good question. Asked Pete about Texas interior defensive line to defend against the run. And can Texas run the ball this year because they had a hard time doing it last year?
Okay, so let me start with the interior. So the interior line, I think our interior defense line is going to be probably one of the top in the country. We have a guy named I think his name is Hero Canoe.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely going to be like one of those top 5 round type of picks. He's going to be kind of drafted like in the fourth something round, somewhere around there. We have a guy who came from Arkansas. He's like, I think he's like he's like 6'8", 2. I think he's like 370 pounds from Arkansas. Yeah, big boy,
Jesus.
big boy. And then we got some good depth behind. Oh no, I'm sorry. We have the kid from Georgia, the 5-star man. Just a he's I heard he's gonna break through this year.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
and then with the run game, I feel like we're gonna be a pass team first, and then we're gonna run the ball. I don't think we're just gonna come out trying to run the ball. I think it's gonna be more of like just trying to spread the ball out first. and then kind of just like go with the run as the game goes on. Because I feel like we won't have like the type of backs that just like do power eye and shit like that. Just strap the gut. I feel like it's gonna be more kind of like a spread.
Right. No. Okay.
Like play action pass a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Play action pass a little bit. Nothing like like nothing too crazy where it's like okay, it's like you're never gonna run a ball. It's not like it's like it's simple. We're gonna run the ball right at you, kind of like on some like Mario first the ball Miami type play calling. It's not gonna be like it's gonna be more like play action pass. Outside zone runs, something like that.
Okay. Okay. So you think that basically they're going to lean more into the passing game to help open up the run game and use the speed and quickness to get to the edges, and that's where y'all make y'all bread and butter.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Good assessment. Good assessment. And that Ohio State game, that's September 12th, right? Who y'all open up with?
Oh, I think we opened up with I think Texas State. I think yeah, Texas State. Little school over there. It's right. It's I think it's like right by Austin. It's like an hour away from Austin. It's like right there.
Okay. All right. All
Yeah,
right.
right
Cool.
there by Austin. Little practice game, get us warmed up, and then the Ohio State game. The big boy game. I
How
will
do you,
be I will be there. In attendance. So that's good.
all right. Let's go. Let's go.
Yes,
Boots
I
on the
will be
ground.
there.
So I definitely want you to tap in. I know that you're going to be celebrating or, exhaling after the win or loss, whatever it is. Please make sure that you tap in after that game because I want to know what the experience was like in the stadium, what the vibes were like, whether y'all win or lose. I definitely want to know. And I
Absolutely,
hate
man.
Ohio
Absolutely.
State. So, I'm not going to say I'm
Absolutely,
cheering
man.
for Texas, but I'm cheering for my nephew Haywood. All right.
Like, absolutely, man. I got you, man, for sure, man. Salute, man. Salute to the chat, man. Salute to you, man. Salute to the show.
Man, salute to you, man. Thank you for being here and supporting, bro. Like I tell everybody, this is a family. We're here for everybody, regardless of who your team is, man. We can talk trash and have fun. That's what we're here for. But at the end of the day, it's a game. We all are here for one thing, and that's just to enjoy the game that's about to be played, help each other out through tough times because life be lifing, and then find a good way to smile and learn a little bit more about the game and the teams that we support.
Absolutely, man. Hold on, man. Hold on. Somebody he just said Nadir bus. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yes,
yeah,
Nadir
that's
bus.
my
Yeah,
guy,
yeah.
Chef. My guy, Chef. And it should be
Absolutely.
for this team and what y'all spent. Y'all better have a natty or bust.
Man, hey, look. I'm gonna tell you right, look, man. After missing the playoffs, after losing to Florida, like we did last year, man,
Yes.
we have no excuse. It's no excuses. That's why I'm not, so I'm saying Nadir
Right.
bus. It's not even about like,
It's
oh,
not about we should win. Right. It's not about
yeah,
we
yeah,
should win. It's like, no,
yeah. It's
like
more about
this
like, okay,
team
we
is
should be in that type. We should be in the
with that
conversation of like
mindset.
competing.
Yeah. Yeah. That mindset should be this is the year you better make it. Or else
Absolutely.
everybody gonna look at you like a fraud.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely, man.
As Stephen Young says, that loss to Florida was awful. No, it absolutely was. Absolutely was.
Yeah, that was that was a an unexcusable loss, man, to
A poop putt
to a
team.
bad Florida team that person. I feel like that loss kept us out the playoffs.
It definitely did. It absolutely did. It absolutely kept y'all out the playoff. If y'all had won that game, y'all have been in, and who knows what would have happened from there, So, but Pete, thanks for jumping in, man. Always never hesitate jumping in the chat. Never hesitate jumping in and sharing those insights with us, bro. We always got something something for everybody. Wait, hold on. My God, Chef says he said Natty or bus when AP asked if Stark poops to bed. Is it time he goes? He said no. LOL. Then what's the bus? No, he's just looking at it from a
Wait, what do you
state of
say?
mind. No, he was saying what's the bust if Stark doesn't win and you don't think it's time for him to leave.
Oh, the bus.
So
Okay, the
yeah,
bus. Okay, my bus for the okay. Basically, I think the bus is like if we like make it to like let me see, like if we like barely go deep in the playoffs, so like we don't do anything in the playoffs. Like for example, right? Like I'm trying to think. Let's say we get a bye, right? We lose the our first playoff game. To me, that's a bust. Or
okay.
or etc. We go all the way to the final four and we lose again. To me, that's a bust just because we didn't get to that. Like we didn't get over the hump. Now, if we make it to the natty and we lose, I'm not calling that a bust because he made it there. I'm not gonna call it, sit there and call it a bust. I mean, hell, we were in the game, But
Right.
but a
And I
bust is
understand. I
yeah.
understand that. I understand that. But the statement that a lot of people tend to fail to realize now, when you say it's something or bust, it's basically you blow it up. Like it's over. This run is done. You gotta kill it. You gotta end it all. So when you say like when people make the statement, "Oh, it's natty or bust," you're saying like for instance, people are saying this year for LSU it's natty or bust. It's not the case because if LSU doesn't win a national championship, we're not getting rid of Lane Kiffin. If somebody says Tech for Texas it's natty or bust, that means if you don't win a natty, Sark needs to be fired. So
Nah,
he's
nah.
basically the seat is so hot. The only thing that can save him is winning a national championship. That's it. Like for not Eli Drinkwitz, for God dog it. I'm losing my train of thought on the coach at South Carolina.
Oh, Beamer.
Beamer for Shane Beamer. If Shane Beamer doesn't win, um, if Shane Beamer doesn't win 7 games, this is a bust. It's 7 wins or bust. So he's got to go. Like that's the type of bust it is. Like a bust of a season can be a bad year, but when you put the expectation of it's natty or bust, it's like putting the implication that if he doesn't win a national championship, I'm ready for him to go. Like, no.
Yeah,
But I
no,
understand you.
yeah.
I understand your sentiment. Like the mindset, the focus, the goal should be we're winning a national championship. That's the standard. Like this team has to have the mentality of making it a semifinal run, the Final Four run. That's not cool. It's not good. It's not enough. We got to get to the national championship, and we need to be the one standing in the confetti when the confetti's falling down from the stadium.
Look, think about that. Even at that, shit. I'm sorry.
No,
Even if we
you
don't win the game, but even if we don't win the natty, I personally, as long as we're like competing, in the natty, I'm cool with it, man. I'm not really, because I'm not asking for too much, because from start to, for him not to get past the fourth, his, because let me see, because I think in 2023 and 2024, he made it to the semifinals back to back years, right?
right.
I'm asking Stark to basically get over the hump and get to the natty.
So you just want
Possibly
him
that game.
to get past the previous high that he's
Yeah,
made.
basically, yeah.
You can
Yeah.
get past this mark. And I respect that. That's meaningful that's reasonable expectations. That's reasonable. Like stop just getting here. Like just come on, like getting here is no longer enough. You got to do something more. Show me something more. Show me that you can improve. And I get that.
Right.
'Cause especially after you do that so many, like you've gotten to the semifinals this many times, and now you can't even get into the dance. If you just get back there again, it's just like taking a step. It's like taking another step back. You're not getting improved. So I get it.
Exactly.
I get it. 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 So no, my sentiments are the exact same as Unk's in the chat. Unk says Peter the Great calling anytime. Next to get a ball nowhere. It's nice to get a ball nowhere from another SEC team up in here. Great call. Absolutely. Absolutely.
No, I appreciate it, man. Salute, man. I appreciate
Man,
it. Salute.
appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for tapping in. Like I said, tap in at any moment, bro. Thank you so much for being part of
Absolutely,
this.
man. Thank you, man. Appreciate the
Thank
chat,
you.
man. Good night.
Later. Ant says, okay, I'm gonna put you on the spot outside of Beamer. Who you think could be fired by December? Ooh. So I'm adding Justin Babin up here now. My guy JR is live with us. I talked about this earlier and earlier in the season. When you look at
Hey, can you hear me? I can't hear you, brother.
I hear you perfectly fine.
I don't know if I'm muted or I just can't hear you. I can try to
You
come back in.
yeah, just come back in. Yeah, I'm gonna reset Justin. I'm gonna reset Justin. So when you look at the SEC coaches that they have, right? Let me see if I can pull up my list right quick. PDG finna be out of there. You think PDG gonna get fired by December, Chef? That's what you think, man? Boss. Chance said I couldn't find the orange. They don't make one. I've been wanting one of those forever. I'm gonna make a sticker. I'm gonna make one. Watch. I'm gonna make one. I'm gonna make one. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna make one. Watch. My son showed me how to make stickers that look like emojis, and it's absolutely elite. My wife made one, made a clock it sticker, and it looks like an emoji. It's so fire. It's so fire. Let me find my coaches rankings that I had when I made it, so I can go over this with you. Justin, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear, my brother. How you doing tonight?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm good. This isn't this your final week? The last bit of your freedom?
3 days, AP, or 2 days tomorrow, I guess, and then Monday I'll be a working man.
Let's go. Congratulations, man.
I'm excited,
Congratulations,
man.
man.
Excited and feel very, very blessed. I told you the Lord works and very, very thankful for what He's blessed me with. That's for sure.
Absolutely. So let's look over the coaches that are currently in the SEC. LaChris is in here, my man, is in the chat. Thank you for tapping in, man. He says, I live in Austin and it's natty or bust for Texas. If they don't win it this year, will Sark ever win it? I definitely think they do get it done this year, though. I don't know about that. They have the potential. I don't know if they do it though. I'm not ready to say that. But let's talk about the SEC coaches real quick because Ant asked a good question. I want to answer it. So Alabama, Kalen DeBoer, they just got a new deal. He's not going anywhere. Georgia and Kirby Smart, he's not going anywhere. LSU, Lane Kiffin, not going anywhere. Oklahoma, Brett Venables, he's got a new deal. He's not going anywhere. Ole Miss and Pete Golding, unfortunately, he's not going anywhere. Texas and Steve Sarkisian, he's not getting fired. Mike Elko's not getting fired. Clark Lee's not getting fired. Eli Drinkwitz not getting fired. So who does that leave? You have a bunch of new coaches. That leaves Shane Beamer, who you said outside of Beamer, who do I see getting fired by December? The only possibility is exactly what D. Will says in the chat, and that's Jeff Levy. And if Mississippi is showing any type of fight and they pull off a win against a team that they have no business winning, they're not going to fire him.
How is Tennessee looking this year?
Pretty mid, but they're not going to get rid of Josh Heupel off of this season. They're going to give him another
Yeah,
year.
probably true.
They're
Probably
going to give him
true.
another year. Because, and the reason why they're going to give him another year is because of what happened with Joey Aguilar. They
Hmm.
understand.
I mean, Heupel's a good offensive mind. He certainly is.
He really is. He really is. How are you feeling about everything surrounding fall camp?
So, kind of where I wanted to go with this is I feel great about it, but really, I talked on my show a little bit today about kind of some things that stood out to me from Wednesday's press conference from what Lane said. Again, congratulations to you, my friend. So happy for you. Nobody deserves this opportunity as much as you do for all the hard work you put in. So I've said that to you privately. I want to say it to you publicly for sure. But
Davin, thank you, man. I don't deserve the kind words, man. I'm just literally just living a dream, brother. I'm afraid I'm gonna wake up one day and all this is gonna be a facade.
nah, man, you're on the way up. You're on the way up. I think, obviously everything revolves around Sam Levitt right now. And Sam Levitt developing timing with his receivers. But, the thing that stands out to me, some of the things that Lane said, y- Trinidad didn't get to Ole Miss till the summer. Like Trinidad did not get to Ole Miss until the summer. He was able to adapt and learn that offense quickly to where when he got his shot, he shined and was one of the best quarterbacks in the country, one of the best stories in the country last year. I feel like one of the most insightful things that Lane said on Wednesday was when he was asked about why do you think, players are able to come here and learn the system so quickly. And he talked about, well, because their offense is so fast paced and so up tempo, they kind of simplify things in terms of there's not as much terminology, there's not as much verbiage, there's not as much complicating things. he kind of keeps it simple, and that allows guys to come in here and adapt very, very quickly. And I feel like you've seen that. Like you saw that with Trinidad last year, who didn't get there till the summer. And it's like when you think about Ole Miss and Lane's time there, Trinidad, Jackson Dart, Matt Corral. When did
Mhm.
Lane ever have bad quarterback play at Ole Miss? Like I really don't remember a time where he had really bad quarterback play at Ole Miss. And yes, part of that is because Trinidad is a very, very good player. I think he's one of the best quarterbacks in America this year, and Jackson Dart is obviously in the NFL with the Giants. But part of that is Lane's system, his scheme, his offense makes it advantageous to quarterbacks, makes it where they can make quick decisions, and makes it to where they can get off the ball out of their hands quick, and just simplifies things for quarterbacks and makes their job, I don't want to say easier, but a little bit simpler. And
Mhm.
I feel like that was a real, insight into why are these players able to come in, because it happens every year. Like this isn't Lane's first rodeo. Like yes, there is a whole ton of new for LSU, especially on the offensive side of the ball, new offensive staff, basically a brand new offensive team outside of a few players like Harlan Berry, Caden Durham, and Trades Green, among others. But I just thought that was so insightful, and I really, really have been thinking about that since he said it Wednesday, and what makes it easier for players to come in and adapt and flourish in this offense so fast. And he said basically we simplify things for our players.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, I talked about this in the video. Sam Levitt's a better fit for this offense than Trinidad Chambers. I'm going to keep promoting that because I'm going to stand on that hill and die on that hill by myself. I know it's a hot take. It just is what it is. But we know what Sam Levitt is coming into this offense. We know about his athleticism. We've seen him compete at the highest level in tough games. He's gone up against tough defenses. He's literally, literally the reason why Arizona State beat Texas Tech last season on the foot that he hurt was because of him. He hurt that foot in that game, left, came back, finished that game, they win. We didn't know what Trinidad Chambliss was at Ferris State. And not to mention this, he got beat out by another quarterback at Ferris State too. So he wasn't always the guy.
He wasn't the guy at Ole Miss until Austin Simmons got hurt.
Got hurt. And the one thing that kept Austin Simmons with a target on his back was the fact that he couldn't help himself from giving the ball up to other teams. Sam Levitt does not throw turnovers. He has the traits that you want. He's big. He's got the strong arm, which Trinidad Chambliss did not have. He's athletic. He's more mobile, and he's smart with the ball. Now, where he struggles and where Trinidad excels is in the intermediate game. Those shallow crossing routes, those those over routes. His accuracy has to improve in there. But I think in this system, you're going to see it improve because those guys are going to be running wide open.
Yeah.
And then, not to mention, he's going to be playing with much more talent. Much more talent.
Yeah.
Than what he's ever had. So, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna throw in one more thing that stood out to me from fall camp, and then
Yeah,
one
go
more
ahead.
thought I had, and then you could go where you want with it. But this isn't just from what Lane said on Wednesday, but he said this at SEC Media Days. Lane does not adapt his players to his scheme, but he adapts his scheme to his players. Like I think the example that, and that's not to say players don't learn the scheme. Of course they do. But like Lane said this at media days, like when he was the OC at Alabama for 3 years, I believe. One year they had Derrick Henry on their offense, so they ran the ball a lot. Derrick Henry led the nation or led the SEC in carries and rushing yards. And then another season he was at Bama. didn't have Derrick Henry anymore, so he threw the ball a lot more. So I think Lane's ability to not be so rigid and strict and to be flexible and just identify who are the dudes on his offense. Like, who are the dudes on his offense, and I'm going to get them the ball as much as I can. Like, Derrick Henry at Alabama, that's my guy. Get him the ball. Like this year, I think about, okay, Lane does such a great job of identifying who are the dudes on his offense and say, we're going to scheme and get these players the ball and get them the ball very often. I think the dude on this offense this year is without a doubt Trades Green. I don't think it's even close. That is the top weapon on this LSU offense this year. And Charlie and Lane do such a good job of identifying who are their biggest weapons and getting them the ball. And then yeah, I mean I just think that's one of his best strengths. And also I loved hearing you talk about Dylan Jones the other day. I'm so hyped to see a running
Right.
game back at LSU, dude, because it's been too long since LSU has had that type of running game, in Baton Rouge.
It absolutely is. It absolutely is. And I want to like just to piggyback on the Dylan Jones thing. Like he is literally a physical specimen to see in person. It's ridiculous. It legitimately is ridiculous.
Mm,
I I haven't seen a running back look like that in an LSU uniform in a mighty long time, and
yeah.
it's very refreshing. So,
Hmm.
but talking about finding the guys, right, and making sure that they share the load. Let me share something with everybody. We cannot forget that Lane Kiffin was offensive coordinator for the 2005 USC Trojans, a backfield that featured Reggie Bush and Lindell White. One would think that with the offense that USC had, that one would have carried the ball significantly more than the other. That is so wrong. In that season, Reggie Bush ran the ball for 200 attempts, had a total of 1,740 yards on 8.7 yards per carry with 16 touchdowns. Lindell followed that up with 197 carries for 1,300 yards, 6.6 yards per carry. You're talking about three more carries for Reggie Bush? Oh, you thought that was a one-trick pony, right? Well, how about having TJ Yeldon and Derrick Henry in the same backfield? Lane Kiffin was offensive coordinator for that too. TJ Yeldon ran the ball 194 times for 979 yards on 5 yards of carry and 11 touchdowns. Derrick Henry ran the ball 172 times for 990 yards with 5.8 yards of carry and 11 touchdowns. He has the eye for balancing out the offense.
Hmm.
And not to mention, in that same season with Yeldon and Henry, Amari Cooper caught the ball 124 times.
Yeah. I mean, look at the choice he made in January. He could have gone after Cam Coleman.
He
He
could
could
have.
have gone after Cam Coleman, but he chose, no, I want depth. No, I
Yes,
want to spread the ball around. I want, instead of going after maybe two or three receivers, including a Cam Coleman,
I
I'm
need
going to go
nine.
get eight and
Right.
I'm going to spread the ball around.
I need nine. Like
Yeah.
anybody who has any questions about will Sam Levitt work? What's this offense going to be? How is this going to happen? Everything Lane Kiffin has at LSU is better than what it was at Ole Miss. The
Mhm.
offensive, for all the questions that we have about the offensive line, this offensive line today is better than any other offensive line Lane Kiffin had in his entire 6 years at Ole Miss.
Mhm. Yeah.
His
I,
running back room is deeper than any running back room he's ever had at Ole Miss. His wide receiver room is deeper than any other wide receiver room he's ever had at Ole Miss. His quarterback room is deeper than any other quarterback room he's ever had at Ole Miss.
Lane's never coached it. I don't know that Lane has ever coached a trade as Green before.
Never.
Like I don't think he has, and I'm so excited to see what he and Charlie do with trade as. Cause I don't think they've had that weapon before in their offense. And yeah, I think that's one of my big ones. I do have one take that I kind of wanted to throw out there, and then I can, let other people get in here. I don't want to take up all the time. I think so. This is revolving around the LSU Ole Miss kind of discussion. I think for Ole Miss fans who think like Stephen Willis, who think LSU is going to go. But I think for Ole Miss fans who think LSU is going to go 1-3, and then there's some LSU fans who think Ole Miss is going to go 1-3. I think both of those things are overblown.
Yep.
I think both teams are going to be good this year. Like,
No,
look,
no,
I,
no,
I
no.
gotta give Trinidad Chambliss. Say what you want, he was ridiculous in the playoffs last year. He was absolutely ridiculous. And I don't think Pete is definitely not nearly the coach that Lane is. But I think Ole Miss has the most lethal running back quarterback duo in the country. I think there are at least three losses on their schedule because they have a brutal schedule. But I think the talk and the perceptions from the different fan bases about the different teams are overblown. I think both teams are going to be good this year. And I
Well,
don't know if
to
that's a
my
popular take, but
to my definition of good for them is you did all this yapping and gum bumping all off season. The only thing that's good for y'all now is to repeat it.
Mhm.
There is I don't want to hear about 8-4 and it was okay. Our coach up. Nope. Y'all bumped y'all gums
I agree
all
with that.
season.
I
Eight and
I
four ain't good.
I could
Not
totally
for
see
them.
them going 8-4 this year. I could totally see
Yep.
that.
And that's
But
an
I don't
epic
see them
fail.
starting the season 1-3 and bottoming out. I don't
No,
see
I don't
that.
see that. I see them losing the heart of their games and the heart of the schedule. That that Florida, Missouri, Texas, Georgia, Oklahoma lineup is brutal.
That's why I said there's at least three losses on that schedule. At
Yes.
least.
Yes. 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 And then on top of that, you can have the best quarterback running back combination. Your O line sucks. That's irrelevant. Your wide receiver room took a step back, and your head coach and play caller are both gone.
Yeah. That's
Like,
crazy. Is like thinking that they're gonna somehow go further without Lane Kiffin and Charlie Watts Jr. in their first season
yes.
without them. Like that's just
So,
absolutely ridiculous.
but my thing is this: you can have high hopes, but no fear of regression is literally the most immature take that you can have. Like when Joe Brady and Steve Ensminger left, I was afraid.
And you were proven right.
Right. Like you don't know what's coming in to replace it. I don't care. I don't care the pedigree that Jake Peets had. Oh yeah, he was right there with Lombard with Joe Lombardi and Sean Payton. Cool. It is an art form to call plays. We witnessed this last year with Joe Sloan.
Yeah.
You either have it or you don't.
hmm Yeah. And what people want to forget about that Sugar Bowl that they won against Georgia is Pete Golding's defense gave up 38 points. But you know what? You know who was the real coaching MVP? And Trinidad had a great game. Don't get me wrong. Trinidad, there are some plays that happen in that game that Charlie Weiss can't teach. Like Trinidad's just that dangerous when a play breaks down. I truly believe he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country. I,
So
I
think
do.
about this. Think about this. Think about this. Think about this. This what helped him was everything was quick, right? The offense was quick, play breaks down. He doesn't look to run when the play breaks down. He looks to extend and throw.
Mm-hmm.
And when you extend and throw in this offense, a wide receiver is going to pop wide open.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, what we saw was in Miami, they played a lot of zone coverage that looked like man, and they plastered. And when he went to scramble and throw, a cornerback was in the zone. 4 balls, pause, hit hands, and fell. Like, not tip passes, not in coverage. Oh, could have been an interception. No, like standing flat footed, hands squared up, pop, ground. That
Mm-hmm.
game was a blowout. He played
Mm-hmm.
terrible in that game. Why? Couldn't see the field. The pass rush was getting to him.
Mm-hmm.
And this offensive line got worse. Also, of note, Keywan Lacey did get banged up in that game too.
Yeah.
So without that threat and without this offensive line, and with these receivers taking a major blow, like I mean, you lost Deshaun Stribling, you lost Caden Lee, and you lost Winnie Watkins. So they got a lot to prove.
Yeah. I think this is the last point I'll make, and then I'll get out of here because I don't want to take up too much of your time. But yeah, my point I was making about that Sugar Bowl is the MVP of the coaching staff was not Pete Golding that night. It was Charlie
No.
Weiss. It
Yes.
was Charlie Weiss. And you could say all you want about whoever John David Baker coming over from East Carolina, but you've shown the graphic of the ranks of the defenses that he played at ECU last year. And they were like multiple of them in the hundreds. Like it wasn't anything like he wasn't taking on a top 25 defense in the country at ECU last year. And it's
And when
like,
he did, he struggled.
yeah, it's look, it I don't remember the last time I've wanted a game more than I want September 19th. Like I don't even know. Maybe the last game I wanted this much or more, maybe even goes back to Clemson in 2020. Like I'm serious, man. Like this is all of it is building up, and maybe that's wrong. Maybe there's one I'm forgetting about that I wanted more, but I mean September 19th, we all want that one bad, and they
Right.
want it bad too.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Fabin, thank you so much for tapping in, man. I really appreciate you joining in this call, brother. Thank
All
you so
right, my
much. And,
friend.
and look, I'm so proud and happy for all the success that you're having. I cannot wait to hear from you Monday afternoon after your first day is complete. I'm looking forward to it, man.
All right, my friend. Thank you. And congratulations to you. You're doing awesome work. And again, I know you're just gonna keep growing and keep going, and really happy for you as well.
The grind don't stop, man. The grind don't stop. Thank you, man. Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
my
Thank you.
friend.
Later. And let's see. Chef brings up a couple good points. First, Chef, you mentioned OJ Howard. OJ Howard is not comparable to Trey Dash Green. Let's, OJ Howard's peak season was 2016 and 2015, kind of. In 2015, 38 catches, 602 yards, 2 touchdowns. And in 2016, 45 catches, 595 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Trey Dash already has more than that. He said, agreed, I was trolling. Yeah, thank you. Like, that's literally the closest thing to that. Also, shout out to my guy C-Dub with a fire point. Let's quit talking about grilling and boiling crawfish and let's all link and do it. Please, let's do that. Let's make that happen. I'm about that life. Let's do it. And says everyone's sleeping on Missouri against Ole Miss. Let's not forget they have 2 transfers, Simmons and Lee, that are going to want that get back. Yes. Good point. Good point. Good point. Good point. My man Tiger Mark is in. I'm about to bring him up next. That's Conspiracy Dub. Unk is all for it. My guy Eric Gaines says the U is loading this year. Crazy. Yeah, the U looks pretty good, man. I'm not gonna lie. Unk says, Junior, you're always a blessing to our community. Absolutely. Absolutely. Stephen Young says, I love a fan meetup. We got to figure out a way to make that happen. What up, Tiger Mark? Thank you for jumping in, man. How is your Friday going for you, brother?
What's going on, man? How you doing today?
Doing good, man. Vibes are high, bro. I mean, we are one weekend closer to
Yeah,
football.
well, everybody in the chat, including you, LSU is in good hands, like all state under Lane Kiffin. So, so everyone should relax, relate, and release. Okay,
I like that. I like that.
and
I like that. I like that.
like Ed O says, go Tigers. Okay.
Go damn
Now listen,
Tigers.
man, we are 29 days away from the September 5th kickoff versus Clemson. Looking forward to the game. I'm hyped about it. But off the bat, LSU again and Lane Kiffin get so much hate towards them. I would like to know from you and the people in the chat, if Lane Kiffin was to make the playoffs first year at LSU, could he be named National Coach of the Year or even SEC Coach of the Year by making playoffs year one? What's your thoughts on that? And the guys in the chat.
SEC Coach of the Year should definitely be on the table for him. But National Coach of the Year, it's hard for me to project that because there was so much coaching movement
Right.
throughout the country, and you don't know. Like, there's gonna be a team in the Big Ten that's gonna pop off of one of these cupcake schedules.
Oh
How are
yeah.
people gonna view Notre Dame? Like, they can accept him as a comeback team if they make because they're gonna make the playoffs anyway. So
Right.
there's
Right.
a lot of politicking that goes along with that award on the national scale. But
Right.
is it out the realm for Lane? No.
That's what
And
I
if
thought.
LSU goes 10-2 and makes the playoffs, I think he should at least
Mhm.
be mentioned for the award. But with all
Yeah.
this national attention that he's getting to win a national championship with Buffs, he would have to do something crazy, like
Right.
11-1 and lose to like Mississippi State. He has
Right.
to win out against all the ranked teams at the time that they're being ranked. Like
Right.
shout out to Chef. Chef say he'd have to beat all the ranked teams in the regular season. Yeah, that's exactly it.
AP, this team will be scary good this season on offense and defense. You agree?
Yes, I do agree wholeheartedly.
With
Wholeheartedly.
all the people that we got over in the transfer portal, 12 of those guys are from SEC schools. That says a lot itself. And did you
Yes.
realize 5 of those guys are on the defensive side of the ball, which goes back piggyback off what you said. If the offense have any kind of setbacks, learning Lane Kiffin and Charlie White Jr. scheme quickly, that defense is more than capable of winning games for us
Right.
until the offense comes along. What's your thought about 5 of those guys being on the defensive side of the ball though? Like TJ
Look at the
Dottery,
look
Princewill,
look at the
Malik.
positions that you added them from, right? You added them
Right,
at key positions of need. You
right,
needed, right? Like we didn't go out and get unproven talent like we've always done. You brought in a defensive end from Wisconsin to slide in and play defensive tackle in the SEC. Wasn't gonna work. You went and got
right,
an edge rusher with the hopes of reliving what he was as a true freshman from the ACC to come tap in at the SEC level. Wasn't gonna work. You went and got a run stuffing edge setting defensive end from a bad Florida team to come in and be a pass rusher on your team in the SEC. Wasn't gonna work.
right,
Like,
right,
all of these mistakes we've seen happen over time just didn't work out. So this time, what did this staff do? They assessed, right? They evaluated properly. They saw, okay, Prince Will Mamielin, I know what he can do.
hmm,
Come this way. Jordan Ross, you were a 5-star player coming out of high school. You were getting run early on as a true sophomore, as a redshirt freshman. Come on down here and come start and come show your athleticism like the freak athlete that you are. TJ
right,
Dottery, we know what you can do. Come on in. Malik Blockton was the plug for one of the best defenses, not just in the conference, but in the country.
right,
Come on down in here. Like we're not gonna sit up here and fake like they have not upgraded this defense.
And I
Because that
love it.
would be a level of disrespect to the staff, to the coaches, and to those players that they brought in. They
I
didn't
love
just
it.
go get good players just to have good players. They went and got good players at positions of need. You didn't have the true interior pass rush and interior run stuffing ability that you needed for this defense to break out and be a top 15 nationally ranked defense. You did this
Right.
year. You didn't have the pass rushing on the edges that you needed for this defense to step up and take the next step to be a top 15 nationally ranked defense. You did this year. Not only did you do that, then you complemented those additions with the best
Right.
safety you could have added in the portal to put
Right.
the cherry on top, the final piece of the puzzle. This
Correct.
defense is going to be amazing.
Listen, I'm actually about this young man because I think he'll be playing tight end for us. You're probably going to get excited about it when I mention his name. I saw this young man squat over 450 pounds in high school. Okay. He transferred in from Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
He was used a lot in goal line situations for Auburn in the fullback position. The young man goes by the name of Zach Grace, 6'3", 235-pound, tight end slash fullback. Any word on how this guy is developing in fall camp? And do you see him getting any significant playing time this season for our Tigers? Because the young man's a beast.
So I can tell you right now, you're not going to hear anything about Zach Grace right now because what Zach Grace does good, you need pads on for that to be highlighted.
Really?
Zach Grace didn't log a single offensive stat at Oregon last year. And there's a reason for it because his value is, oh, it's 4th and 1, it's 3rd and 2, and we need 2 yards. I'm going to blow up the middle of this line.
Really?
That's what
Okay.
his value is. You can't measure what he brings to the table. You want to
Right.
talk about a collegiate version of a professional Jacob Hester at fullback? That's
Mhm.
Zach Grace.
Okay.
That's Zach Grace. And that's what I love to see about Zach. The tight end you need to worry about though, that's making noise during fall camp is Malachi Thomas.
Malachi Thomas, yeah, I spoke on him a lot. Kind of high on him too.
He's definitely turning heads. Unc coming in hot with a $1.99 super chat. Says AP asked Tiger Mark about being on the famous Paul Feinbaum. How was that like, man? Would you ask Mr. Paul Feinbaum, Tiger Mark?
I just had an opportunity to ask Mr. Paul Feinbaum what he think about our Tigers this season, possibly going 10-2 or
And why he hate
nine.
Lane Kiffin so much?
Yeah.
I'm just
I
playing.
wanted to ask him had he ever talked to Stephen Little Hands Willis, but I didn't get a chance to bring that up. But no, I just asked him did he what his thoughts were about our Tigers going 10-2 or 9-3, and he said he definitely saw that happening, and he even agreed with me about our Tigers going 9-3 and making the playoffs because a lot of people in the media do believe that there will be a 9-3 team make the playoff this season and possibly out of the SEC. So hey, it's not far fetched. So pretty much like that. He agreed because I spoke with Paul. The last time I was able to get to was in 2019. And when I called in 2019, we all know what happened that year. Joe Burrow won the Heisman, and we won a national championship. So kind of like deja vu, and I'm hoping that can happen again. You see what I'm saying? So, so
Yep.
be it. You know. But Ty Benefield, I love the fact that Benefield can cover. He can cover you know. And I also love the fact that this guy had 105 tackles last season, and he was tied for 7th place in the NCAA for his position for his making tackles, even though
Yes.
he was at Boise State, you know.
Yes.
But you hate the fact that you have a safety making all those tackles means the defensive line and the linebackers are not doing their job because he's getting to the second tier of defense. So you know this is not going to happen at LSU. But just the fact that he have the nose and the knack for coming up when needed to make those tackles is just beneficial for us, man. What's your thoughts on Ty? Loving the guy.
I posted this on Twitter. I took a video of Ty, doing some individual work, literally just stalking the box, dropping back, making a high point pick that was just like it was beautiful, man. Like it was
Mm-hmm.
like he floated. He didn't even jump. He just like levitated. It was gorgeous. I saw it
He,
happen in slow motion too, man. Like it's watching him play safety is like what a safety should be.
right,
And I said in the caption, yes, this is Ty Benefield, but I see Jim Thorpe.
right.
Like he is and should be the leader in the house for the Thorpe Award. My guy Steven Young is coming in with a $4.99 super chat that says, "For my guy, thank you, man. Thank you, Steven. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you so much for that, brother. That touches me, man. Thank you so much for the support." But Ty Benefield is literally like that guy. Like I said it early in the show, AJ Halsey was elite. Chef, I'm glad that you brought this up. I said this on Buddy Saunders' show earlier. He is Eric Reed and Grant Delpit.
Yeah, I
He is the
agree.
combination of both of them. He's the guy that can come down and light you up, but he can drop back and pick you off. He can die. He can make the diving plays for the
Hmm.
interceptions. He can tip balls. He is brother. And not only that, it's the cerebral asset that he has. He
Yeah,
can identify a play or a
immediately. Yeah,
scheme he's not familiar with.
right.
That quick, it's elite to hear him communicating with the defense, bro. Like,
Yeah, that's the benefits of getting playing time. No playing,
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that come with the
yes,
territory.
yes, yes.
6'4" D lineman Steph Green out of Clemson. How much do you think he will help the D line this season with the experience that he brings to our Tigers? And
A lot.
also, do you think, in any shape, form, or fashion, that he will be able to help Blake Baker possibly game plan for Clemson game one? Any
Well,
kind of
no, they're bringing in a new offensive coordinator.
okay,
So, only thing he'll be able to help Blake with is just like the personnel, like give him
right,
tidbits on and tendencies for what these guys may like to do and like what this stance looks like, what this person does that's uncomfortable for them, and how you can beat them on the pass rush or block shed. But
right,
as far as like the play calling and stuff goes, the schematic, they're bringing in a new OC. They got a brand new quarterback, new running back, same receivers. So they're going to try to get the ball on the outside. But
right,
hey, I don't think he's going to really add too much to the overall game plan. Where
right,
his help is going to come in is this the being that backbone and support for these young interior defensive linemen that have to come up and play a lot.
right,
And then his experience in high leverage games, playing in the ACC behind a Peter Woods, right? Like knowing
mhm,
what it's like to play with NFL talent around him and then against it too. That's
right,
where his value is going to be. I think adding a Stephilian Green to this defensive line room was very smart, along with adding Malik Blockman. That was
oh yeah, I
fantastic
like Malik.
addition. So,
I like
yeah,
Malik. I like
and
Malik.
the one position group that's going to rotate just as much as any, you really got three. It's running back, wide receivers, and defensive line.
Right,
So you need as much fresh defensive lineman as you can get. The concern that I have is in this room is in Don McKinley. Like I'm concerned at the fact that we're not seeing him grow. And I'll be honest, when I saw him play in high school, I watched him live against Edna Carr. This was when Rich was a junior. No. Yeah, Richard was a junior that year. No, 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 no. I'm lying. I'm lying. Richard was a sophomore. Richard was
right.
a sophomore that year.
Yeah, yeah, because
Because
McKinnon's going into his what
yeah,
sophomore
he's
season,
going into no, McKinley's going to his junior year
junior.
now.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's
Rich was
right.
a sophomore at this point.
In high school, yeah.
In this playoff game, I said then that the 5-star defensive lineman had on purple and gold and paw prints on the side of his helmet.
Hmm.
I did not see what made Don McKinley special. And this is a game that Edna Carr lost.
Really,
And it wasn't because of the plays that Don McKinley made.
right,
So I'm concerned with that. But even outside of that concern with the growth and development of the younger players around him and the veteran additions that you had in Malik Blockton and Stephilian Green, I think the defensive line is going to be all right.
Right.
Shout out to Jamie. Jamie said, I enjoyed your show tonight. Thank you. Thank you for being here, Jamie.
So
Next
what?
time, interact. Hit the link and come join in with us. We want to hear you too.
So what caught your eye from the practice that you've been able to attend? What caught your eye the most? Let's just say
This
LSU
LSU defense looks like an LSU defense.
of old, right? Okay.
Yes. And the reason why is because you have in- intensity, aggression, and athleticism at every level. And not only that, they all have confidence and swag.
Right.
And we haven't had that in a long time.
Right. Does this team fit the mold of when they step off the bus, it make you turn your head like, wow, that's a well
Yes.
put.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Yeah, I
God,
want
yes.
to know that
God, God,
do
yes.
they fit the mold? Do they look more physical or seem to be
Yes.
more
Yes.
physical
I
this
said
season?
this. I said this, and I'll say it again. I want Todd Benefield to be the first off the plane, first off the bus, first out the tunnel, first to the 50, and first to the sideline, and then back first on the field. Because he is what a football player should look like. And then follow him up with Whit Weeks and TJ Dottery, and then follow them up with Richard Anderson and Prince Will Mama Yellen and Deuce Gerald's. Like, give me all those guys. And then on the offensive side, give me Trades, give me Dylan Jones, give me Jordan Seaton, give me Braylon Moore. Yeah, oh god, yeah. Yeah. They look like ballers ready to roll.
This is a question I've been wanting to ask you, and I'm probably going to end it up after this because it's getting late. Let somebody else talk. What do you think may have been if the linebacker, what's his name?
Xavier Debo Atkins.
Nah, the one that went pro, just left us. That they kept playing with. I can't.
Oh, Harold Perkins?
Harold Perkins. That's sad. I can't remember Harold Perkins. What do you think? How much do you think Harold Perkins would have benefited playing this season in Blake Baker's scheme with the talent that he have around him now? You think
I
he would have
don't
had a?
know.
You don't know.
I don't know. And it's because they kept trying to. So Harold wasn't ready to play linebacker. He needed years to develop,
Right.
but we couldn't give him the time that he needed to develop. It's why I really feel like he's going to be a better pro than he
Mm,
was a college player. And look, we're talking about a guy that still had, almost 100 tackles, was amazing, was an amazing pass rusher, very,
yeah.
extremely athletic, but we just could not put him in positions where he could thrive. And then it also hampered the defense because you kind of had to cover up for him too.
Right.
Because if you got caught with him in coverage, they went at him. And while
All the
sometimes
time.
he was able to, make them pay with interceptions or, just making plays, he wasn't Tyrann Mathieu, right? He wasn't the Honey Badger,
Oh
right?
no, no.
So it was a win for the offense more times than anything. What you wanted Harold Perkins to do is be as close to the line of scrimmage as possible. Like that's what you wanted. You could have went man spy
Right.
and just let him stalk, and it probably would have turned out better. But even in that situation, you still can't do what you want to do with him. So I don't
Right.
know if he would have benefited for having another year in the system. I think you needed to add a TJ Dottery, like a next to a Whit Weeks,
Mhm.
because now I think that's truly going to unlock Whit Weeks.
Right.
And then you let a guy like Deshaun Spears step in to the star role who can actually cover, who can actually play in the box, and
Right.
not necessarily be a run supporting outside linebacker that's 7 yards away from the ball. He can actually be a DB.
Right. Of course.
Like
Right.
that's really going to set this defense off. That's what's going to
Right.
elevate it.
Did you get a chance to see in practice anybody handling the punt return, kick return duties by chance?
No, so they've been very 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 seclusive about what we can and cannot see.
Oh, okay.
Like
Close to the vest.
yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah, 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 yeah. So I be trying to peek through some of the holes in the fence to see what I can see, but where they practice, it's really hard to make things out.
Right.
unless you're like walking in. So
Okay.
if I hear something about who's taking reps at punt return, to trust, I'll
Right.
let y'all know, and I'll work to get that information too.
All
I'm
right, man.
I'm actually gonna plan on. We're supposed to have a press conference with Lane tomorrow. I'm actually gonna ask him about like some special team stuff.
All
So
right.
it's an
Okay.
opportunity to.
Well, it's been fun, my guy. God bless you, and thanks for taking my call, man. And everybody in the chat, go damn Tigers. Appreciate it.
Shout out to you, Tiger Mark. Thank you for being up here, man. Thank you for jumping in, and thank you for being in the chat. Like you said, go damn Tigers. Shout out to y'all in the chat. Y'all making some really good points here. Perk limited Blake, absolutely. D Will says he would still be out of position. Steven Young says that Sean Spears is more versatile than Perk. He is. And I have a feeling Perk is going to give the Saints fits, and he probably will. Sort of like Deion Jones when he was at Atlanta. And shout out to Chance Babin for pointing out earlier in the chat that Deion Jones is now signed with the Saints and has completed a once in a lifetime opportunity by now playing for every single team in the NFC South division. Welcome home, Deion Jones. Steve Young says, like Isaiah Simmons was for Clemson. Yes, absolutely. I'm gonna bring up Jay in the chat. What's going on, Jay? How we feeling today, bro? You wouldn't be Jay Johnson, would you? That'd be amazing. Jay, you are muted. What's going on, man?
What's going on, man?
What's happening,
You hear
brother?
me?
How you feeling tonight? I can hear you good, man.
What's going on, man?
What's happening, brother? How you feeling tonight? I can hear you good, man. You gotta turn the
Oh yeah,
volume down
man.
in the background.
I'm good, but I got a question about Blake Baker, man.
What you got?
Oh yeah, man. I'm good, but I got a question about Blake Baker, man. I don't think Blake Baker, man. I don't think Blake Baker is good at dealing with dual threat quarterbacks.
You along with everybody else in the nation. All right, so let me help you guys understand this because it's the one hang up that Blake Baker has against him, and I can understand why, especially underneath his LSU tenure. When you are facing against a mobile quarterback, the thing that you need to have that helps and limits this is a pass rush. And Jay, please turn the volume down in the background a little bit because you're kind of on a delay and it's feeding. That's why I gotta mute you when I'm talking. But you gotta have a pass rush. When you don't have a pass rush, it's easy for these quarterbacks to just pick a lane and go. And when you don't have a pass rush, you know what you cannot do? You can't spy because he jumped off. Well, I'll keep going. When you spy, when you're spying, the pass rush is helping move the quarterback off of his spot. So that then forces them to move in the spy to attack or pounce when he sees a rushing lane that the quarterback is trying to attack. When you don't have a pass rush, it's, oh, okay, bet. I see that hole. I'm going 15 yards. You haven't had a true pass rush in 2 years. That's why it suffered. Blake Baker's not bad against mobile quarterbacks. Blake Baker just hasn't had the resources to help stop those mobile quarterbacks. And I think this year is going to be the year where you see that change. The teams that have pass rushes don't have issues with mobile quarterbacks. Did Miami have an issue with Marcel Reed? No. Did Miami have an issue with Trinidad Chambliss? No. Like, why? Because they're able to get to the quarterback. When you can generate a pass rush with just your 4 down linemen, you get them off your spot. That's what makes it that much easier and helps take that problem away. I hope my guy Jay comes back, man. It seems like he has some insightful things on. I'm sorry that the volume wasn't working for you. Look, we've been going for 2 hours. Y'all have any more questions? If anybody else wants to jump in, y'all make sure that y'all hop on in here, or we're gonna go ahead and shut this thing down because we got practice tomorrow morning, and I can't wait to come back to y'all with the practice report and get active on that. Also, we have the I need a wall schedule like that one in the back. I'll see if I can get one for you. I'll see if I can get one for you, Chef. We have the NILSU Max event going on tomorrow where you get to meet the players, which I will be at, and I'll be writing a piece on that as well over at On the Valley and the Valley Shook. So please make sure that you guys go touch the site over there. And have y'all liked the stream tonight. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I know they didn't put that in the chat. Practice tomorrow. We get in at 10:05 tomorrow morning. The interview is supposed to start at 11:30, 11:40. I will live stream it this time. I won't just record it. I will live stream it because I think everybody else live streamed it too. Jay says, I'll call in again next time you go live. I like it. I have more questions. Come on, jump back in, man. You can jump back in now if you want to. I don't mind taking a couple more questions if you got it. I will what up, bro? Thank you for being here at T5 the Great. I see you, brother. Thank you for being in here, man. What question will you ask if you get a chance? So I'm thinking more along special teams play tomorrow. I want to talk to Lane about how he assesses special teams and does he like to use starters or more high depth players in the rotation on special teams? Like what goes into his thought process around that? So I want to talk to him about that. And I also want to ask him about, he made a great point on saying that it's Charlie Weiss's offense. So what makes it different? Like it's something we don't know. Is there different terminology between the offense that Charlie runs, and how do they go about designing an offense? Is it his input or Charlie's input? Like what goes into that formula so that way it's Charlie's offense. Like how do we know that? So that those are some of the questions that I've been thinking about. Chance Babin says, so do you have a few questions ready? Got to be ready in case someone asks the same question. Exactly. Because I'm not gonna lie, the question that I asked, Chester kind of touched on it. So I was able to spin it to, like make him elaborate a little bit more. That's why I set it up the way I did. Jay is back. What's going on, my man? What other questions do you have?
Yeah, what's up, man? My bad about that, man.
Oh, you good, bro?
Another thing is, I do feel that Chris Kiffin and Lane Kiffin will also be a tremendous help with Blake Baker as far as just giving them tidbits on what to look for and things like that. As far as covering up do it their quarterbacks, with the Marcel Reeds of the world, whatnot. But I just, I don't know, man. I still got the question on, and I kind of heard you about the personnel, but I don't know, man. I think LSU had, I wouldn't say we had the best defensive line, but we had some linebackers still, and I still think it was ways to counteract a dual threat
So
quarterback almost running for
if
200 yards.
if you're playing a zone blitzing defense, and your linebacker is responsible for a curl flat that's 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, your quarterback hits his 3-step drop from a 7-yard shotgun. He drops back 3 steps, hits his back foot. His first 2 reads aren't there. There's no pass rush coming, and the A gap is open, but that linebacker's 7 yards deep into his drop. You want that linebacker to be able to make that play?
Yeah, that sounds tough.
Exactly. Like the defensive tackle should have been the one that's impeding the flow of that quarterback at that point, right? He's 7 yards back deep. He hits a 3-step drop, but yet we have no presence in his face. The defensive end isn't making him move off his spot once he hits that back foot. So there's nothing to deter, nothing to say for the linebacker to slow his drop and start replacing to where the quarterback is heading.
Okay.
You see what I'm
I feel
saying
that.
now? It's
Yeah.
not just all Blake Baker can't.
I get it.
You see what I'm saying? Like Blake Baker can't be this great of a defensive
Right.
coordinator, but can't stop a move a running quarterback. That's not the case. It's we didn't have the personnel to do it. Like,
Right.
and when you think about it, we stopped Lenore Sellers. Like, we slowed him down. Why? You know why? Because we knew he couldn't really throw the ball. So we just man blitzed him. Play man goes on, go play man, send a spy off the edge or wherever we want and go get him. Okay. It was simple. But Texas A&M had more weapons. Ole Miss had more weapons. And even in that Ole Miss game with Trinidad Chambliss, we still held them to 25 points or less.
I agree. I think LSU defense did better than Georgia's both times.
Yes. Yes. So we can't sit up here and say that, Blake Baker being the scapegoat for that is just easy. That's easy. It's easy. What we have to understand now too, and you can see this. They are so intentional in working on that at every level of the position, especially with the safeties and the stars. There are drills where they are. I mean, I'm watching Aiden Hall hawk the coach in different reaction variations. Watching Deshaun Spears, if he's faking the handoff in an open, where are you supposed to fall? Are you 7 yards? Are you 2 yards inside the hash? Where are you on the field? Like they are that thorough behind it. If he steps to run, how do you react? Are you slow playing it? Are you creeping down? Are you just pausing and freezing? They are literally breaking these things down in practice. So it's not like they're not working on it, because they are. But the personnel is going to help take that away. If you have a defensive lineman who can have 9 sacks this season, I guarantee you the running quarterback issue won't be there. If you can have a defensive tackle get you 5 sacks this season, I guarantee you it's going to be even worse for mobile quarterbacks. You haven't had a defensive tackle have 5 sacks in God knows how long.
Right.
You haven't had a defensive end have over 8 sacks since Braden Swinson. And then once SEC play got here, he got quiet.
Right about that.
So we haven't had the personnel. So we
I
can
got
get
a
it.
gut feeling, and I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. You got it.
I got a gut feeling about this season. I don't want to put the cart in front of the horse, but I don't know, man. It's something tells me that people sleeping on this defense because again, in 1 minute, yes, I do say I'm concerned about Blake Baker defense, but on the other hand, I did say I think it's going to be better because of all the points you just made. About the different personnel and the help with Chris Kiffin and whatnot. But I think a lot of people sleeping on the defense, and not as much turnaround on the defense as people believe. And I think the
So
stage of play would be much better.
let me ask you this. All right, let's just think about this at the most basic of levels. All right, we're gonna break this down in different groups, but I wanna think about it very basically. You replaced one coach on defense, correct?
Correct.
You added a co-defensive coordinator. So you replaced and added. So let's call the replacement a wash. But you added another coach, correct?
Correct.
So you gained. You got better at defensive end, correct?
Correct.
You got better at defensive tackle, correct?
Correct.
You got better at linebacker, correct?
Correct.
You got better at safety, correct?
Correct.
So if I got better coaching, better players, and I was already ranked top 30, should I not have better results?
Theoretically, yes.
Okay.
With the same terminology too.
Like, right, exactly. I didn't replace anything. I just improved everything.
Yeah.
And Blake Baker, as a defensive coordinator, when he gets his 3rd season, they always take a bigger leap.
What do you think about Michael Turner, man? I think I don't know. I see a little bit of Tre'Davious.
He's got to keep working. I think it's there. I think him and Havon Finney are really going to be battling out for who can get the real opportunity to supplant Jakeem Jackson. But he got the opportunity. He's got to make the most of it. I don't, and we're seeing it early. Like the best people, the people who are putting in the work, who are doing what they're supposed to do, are going to get the opportunity. Jace Thomas literally is starting at safety over an incumbent safety who's played over 700 snaps for you last season.
What do you think that was about? You think he was just actually showing up in the
I
summer
just think he was putting
workout?
in the work. Yep. I think he
Okay.
was doing what he was supposed to do, putting in the work, and just said, hey, look, we got to go with this guy.
Mm.
And look, Jace Thomas is no slouch.
Right.
I've watched him play in high school.
A boy from
Kid is
Dexter
good.
hand.
Yes, he is.
Know them Dexter hand guys.
They are ballers. They are ballers. They are ballers. So, you got anything else for me, Jay?
Nah, man. I think that's it. But a lot of but Stephen Willis, what do the
Oh,
LSU media thinks about the other like Stephen Willis in particular?
bro, I cannot stand that dude. So, my whole I know sometimes I might come across as a sunshine pumper, but I will tell you this: I will be the first person to call LSU out, to call Saints out, to call any organ. Like I don't talk much about the Pelicans because the organization's trash.
Right.
Like it is what it is, trash from the top down. But when it's my responsibility though too to be to present information that's going to make you more informative as a fan, whether it be good or bad against the team that I support. The truth and the facts always line up. They need to. Because if you walk away with these false expectations, then I'm doing nothing but being a disservice to you. And then when you come back to me, the trust isn't going to be there. I don't respect someone who just turns on the camera and just plays a character. I am who I am, off camera and on camera. And there are plenty of people in this chat who can vouch for that because I talk to them as well. So I'm not going to be something I'm not. What you see is what you get. And if I say something, it's because I believe it. And I'm not going to come out here and say something if I haven't, one, researched it, or two, personally don't know it. Because then, if I'm just flying by the seat of my pants, you can't trust me. Stephen Willis is showing objectively that he should not be trusted. And that the things that he's doing and saying is just to drive clicks. He wants to keep LSU in his mouth because he knows it's going to bring attention. It's going to get LSU fans riled up. It's going to make Ole Miss fans too hype. And
Right.
then when rubber meets the road and reality comes back down, they're going to look at him, his fan base,
Mm-hmm.
going to look at him sideways.
You
And
set them up
that
for
is,
failure. Major
yep,
disappointment. Major
yep,
disappointment.
absolutely. You got to be careful who you give your ears to out.
So what? So and one more question, man, and I get out of here, man. I appreciate you for giving me the time. So what is this notion with? And I don't want to, you to comment him personally, but what is this notion with Matt Moscona keep driving this narrative that LSU has spent $50 million? They haven't spent more than Texas A&M or Oregon. So I don't understand this narrative about they the one they spent more in the SEC. I don't think that's true.
I don't think it's true either. But I can't speak for why he brings that up. I mean, Stephen Willis said it lost Gona. That's hilarious. But not Stephen Willis. Stephen Young says I was reading Stephen Young's thing about Stephen Willis. That's why I said that. But Stephen Young said lost Gona, and that's absolutely hilarious. But I don't know why he's bringing it up. It's factually untrue. It's not the same. And to be honest with you, I don't care.
Right.
Like, okay, think about it like this. You have the opportunity to go get the best talent and field the best roster. Would you not want to spend $60 million if you had it to spend? Why do we care? Like, would be pissed off if LSU spent $20 million and Texas is spending 50? Then you're crying about, oh, LSU can't keep up. Well, they're keeping up, and it's still wrong. So which one is it? You can't have it both ways. So you got to choose.
Man, appreciate it, man. Thanks for
Man,
having
Jay,
me.
thank you so much, Jay. You know, you were a great call-in. Don't let this be your last time calling in either, brother. Please don't.
Nah, it won't,
And
man.
don't let this be your last time in the chat too, man. Thank you so much for being in here, man. Absolutely fun, man. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. And if you can, join the membership program. Got some fire membership content coming this weekend. Thank you
Absolutely,
so much.
man. Thank you.
Yes, Stevie Young, they do take it too seriously. Stephen Willis is going to be responsible for at least one. Oh, didn't read that. But they do take it too seriously. T the Great says DT's got to get pressure up the middle, and that just got to flush QBs out. We haven't had that in a minute. Absolutely. That's what I was getting at. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Exactly right. Great call in. Yes, Jay was definitely a great call in. Look, we're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. We are 7 members now away from our goal. 7 members now away from our goal. Please, I hope that y'all liked and subscribed to the channel. Make sure that you share. Who do you know that likes ball? Right? Who do you know likes ball? Send the link of the channel to someone that you know that likes ball, that loves to have a good time, have a good smile, wants to learn about the game, wants to learn about LSU, wants to come hang out. Right? We got something for everybody here, no matter what the fan base is. Shout out to my guy Nick, who's got to drive right now. That's why he's not producing the show tonight. But love you, my guy. Thank you so much for all your support and everything that you're doing. And says it's not just Stephen Willis, it's pretty much all Opus Media. However, it's mainly Willis, Carrot Top, and Brad Logan. 23. I see you, baby. Come on, guys. We got to work on that Gator flip when we reach 10K. Yes, we got to get him to flip. Got to get him to flip. We got to hit that 10K, man. We got to get him to flip. That's Tiger Nick loading, baby. Can't wait for tomorrow. AP, have fun tomorrow and bring it like you always do. Absolutely. I can't wait for tomorrow either, man, just to bring y'all some fresh content, some good ideas, and some great questions to the media core. I'm looking forward to it. I'm absolutely excited. I'm thrilled. So thank y'all so much, man, for being here. It's a fantastic show. 2 hours, 20 minutes. Got over 1,300 people watching us right now. Thank y'all so much. I definitely need y'all to make sure y'all like. Members only. Members only. You want that fire little timeouts and tangents bad to be popping up in that chat. Don't be feeling left out. Hit that join button, man. Hit that join button. Real talk, fam. Tiger Nick is an absolute lock. Yes, sir. Look, this has been a fantastic week, and it's not ending here. Work is still to be done. Getting ourselves geared up for the season. 29 days until kickoff. Keep in mind, once the season starts rolling around, we will switch this live call-in show to our post-game shows following the games. If I'm not covering the game, it's immediately as the game goes final. We cue it up, we off and running. Once, if I'm at the game, I will cover the press conference, and once I make it back to the hotel room, because my wife wants us to stay in BR for all the games, which I'm shout out my dude, Chef, becoming a member. Like Steph Curry, Chef Curry pulling up buzzer beater before we close it out. Let's go, Chef. Thank you for joining, man. Definitely appreciate it, brother. Thank you, man. The ball knower of football and football. If you know, you know. Shout out my guy, Chef, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, I want to see exclusive player interviews too, but Lane does not let players and coaches do interviews. Now, during fall camp, we will have some player interviews, like in the press conference, but I've been working to get some of the players on, and yeah, Post-game call-in shows are emotional and often drunk people. Yes, that's why I have Nick producing the show. And those people will we will definitely handle that. So understand, this is our fall camp. We are training ourselves, right? Everybody's getting a vibe for the flow, for how the call-ins work, for the stream itself, for the chat itself. They see what the community is like, what the family's like. So everybody understands how things operate. That's what this is like. Drunk fans come in here and they can't hold it together, they will not be on here. And that's why I'm using this system to do it, because I can kick them and even ban them from the studios. There's a method to the madness. I'm working it all out. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, not even PG, just gotta keep it professional. You know, it's gotta keep it professional. Thank you, Chef, for supporting me, man. It's absolutely beautiful, man. Thank you so much, brother. I cannot tell you how much this means, man. Unc says, Chef's another great dude, AP. Let's go, Chef. Yes, absolutely. And Unc says, at chance, this show has the least likelihood of that happening, but I'm sure it will on occasion. Yeah, look, all of you guys help police that stuff. Like, I want y'all to know that. All of y'all help police that. My God, Carla Cat still in the chat. Have a good night. Go get that ice cream, cookies and cream. LOL. I hear you. And Chef says, don't mention. I gotta mention it, man. Y'all don't understand like how humbling this experience is for me. And you know, like the support has been absolutely amazing. And I get emotional every time I think about it, because like this has always been a dream. And it's like goals are taking place. Like I'm seeing them happen. And I knew God laid this vision out for me, but I couldn't see the road. I just stepped out on faith. And now every time show up, something else happens, and it's you guys. It's the support from y'all, man. So thank y'all so much, man. I want to keep making sure that every time y'all see my face, y'all hear my voice, or y'all read something I write, it makes y'all proud, it makes y'all more informative, and y'all excited to be a part of this thing that we growing, man. Chubby's on you. We can go to Chubby's. I'm just let me know when you want to go. We go to if you know about Chubby's, you know. We go to Chubby's. That's my favorite too, Carla Cat. Absolutely, man. So thank y'all so much for being here. We're gonna get in that get in practice tomorrow. We're gonna get in that press conference. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna get that exclusive membership exclusive members only content. And this helmet's coming back with a bunch of scribbles on it. Getting this daddy signed tomorrow. So that's going to be fun as well, man. Thank y'all so much, bro. Ann says you often have to remove yourself from the picture to see the bigger picture God has laid out for you. Yes. 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 Man, 29 days AP at Unc Chef. Then it's up. It's exciting time of year. Great year to be a Tiger fan. Absolutely. Look, y'all know how we close out this show, every single show. Were you kind to somebody today? Were you kind? If you weren't, I challenge you tomorrow, if the Lord wakes you up to see the light of a new day, to go out and be kind to somebody. It doesn't cost you anything. And if you want to see a difference in this world, be the difference. The easiest and freest way to do that is by being kind. Hold the door open for somebody. Say good morning. Say good evening. Say hello. Smile. All those things are free. Cost you nothing. You want to make an invisible God visible, the best way to do that is have kind interactions between each other. Thank y'all so much for all the kindness that you show to myself, to my family, to all the guys who support us. The network, the community that we're building right now is absolutely through the roof. Shout out to my guy, Nick, for producing. Always good show, AP. Good night, fellow TAT fam. And Tiger Mark says, thanks, guys. It's been fun. May God bless everyone in this chat and beyond. Good night, fellas. Take care. Look, you want to get banned, don't you? All right, Steeler Nation, y'all got it. Steeler Nation got it tonight. Good night, Steeler Nation. And a conga night to you. Thank you, Chance, for being here, man. Look, I want to tell y'all right now, thank y'all so much for everything, for all the support that y'all are doing. Shout out to my guys over at the No, Ethan and Chris. Thank y'all so much for helping with everything that y'all do behind the scenes. Thank y'all so much to everybody in the chat, all the members, to the new members that we got in the family. We all welcome in. Go enjoy the membership content that's already there. Go get excited for the new members only content that's coming later this weekend, tomorrow night, probably. So thank y'all so much for all the support, and to my beautiful wife. Thank you, baby. I love you. I'm talking about. Hold it down, chef. Let them know. Let them know. If it ain't who that, it's who they. So many AFC North fans in this chat. That's funny. And says, on the side note, the real shout out needs to go to Mrs. AP and your family for blessing us with your availability. They don't have to do that. Exactly. That's why I thank my wife to close out every show, man. Like, my wife has got this house set up to where kids give me the opportunity to do this, and she gives me the opportunity to do this. She is literally a creative genius behind the sets and the helping me get the merch off. Like, she means the world to me, man. She's the backbone of this. She's my invisible right hand. Y'all may not see her, but y'all see her presence. Just exactly. Thank you, Steven Young. We just need 6 more. 6 more members. That's it. 6 more. Let's go. And who they, baby? Who that first, though? Who that first? To my beautiful wife, I love you. Thank you so much for everything that you do. See the love that you're getting from the chat right now. Love the shout out to Mrs. AP at the end of every show. That's my baby. That's my rock, y'all. So awesome having a supportive woman. It is, man. It's tangent. It's a life-changing feeling. Me and this woman have been through so much, literally, since I was 17 years old. I have pissed this woman off to beyond belief. Done things that should not have been done. And she is still in my corner. Like, cannot thank her enough. Seriously. And never, ever, 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 ever will I not end the show by thanking my wife and showing her the love, because I want her to know, even long after I'm gone, she can turn on one of these videos, scroll to the end, and hear me say, I love you, baby. Thank you. I want y'all to know I love y'all too. The support has been absolutely amazing. It really has. This is literally a dream come true. But to my wife, this dream would not even be feasible without you. I love you, my love. But have a good night. Go Tigers, y'all. Be good. See y'all.